KMTI, your sports leader in South Central Utah, now presents Snow College Badger Sports on the radio. This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now let's get started with live sports play-by-play action on KMTI Radio. KMTI, your sports leader in South Central Utah, now presents.
We welcome you to the UNI Dome for the Game 1 Bowl. It is bowl season, and the junior college season gets kicked off for bowl month here in the month of December. It's the number 14 Snow College Badgers getting set to take on the number 10 Iowa Central Tritons. My name is Tanner Wilkinson. I'll be your lead play-by-play man. It's morning in Utah, still technically morning here in Iowa with the hour difference. To my right, our color commentator, Mr. Nate Johnson. Nate, great to be with you. What a great facility. This is cool, man. Like, just professionalism aside, this is just really a cool place to come watch a football game.
It really is cool, and the dome is actually bigger than it looks like from the outside. When I pulled up, I was like, that's kind of a small dome, but it's actually set down in the ground, and it's a pretty nice facility.
Glad we're inside, by the way, because
it's 11 degrees outside,
with a
and
wind
the wind
chill.
hits you. It feels like zero.
Yeah, that wind's at least taking 10 degrees off the temperature out there. So glad to be in a dome. Glad to be with you broadcasting here. Major shout out to our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Joe Williams. He's also running camera. He's the director of broadcasting with Snow College Sports, and we don't get on the air without Joe.
No, we don't.
Had some equipment get kind of knocked around in travel, as is kind of a risk sometimes with that kind of thing. So the fact that we are on broadcasting live on SnowTV. Are we on CentraCom? I forgot to ask you beforehand. If no CentraCom today, but on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, KMTI 650 AM and 95.1 FM. You're tuned into the Snow College pregame show. Nate, big deal for the Badgers to get here.
Yes.
Because about a month and a half ago, this was in question whether or not a bowl game was going to be in the discussion. They had lost 4 of 5. Now, granted, gauntlet of a schedule.
Yes.
Maybe the most difficult stretch that Zach Erickson's had, and certainly is his career as the head coach at Snow College, maybe in Snow College football history, given that you went on to take on Tyler Junior College, who's been fantastic all season long. JV FBS squad in Army, and that game did go to triple overtime. Then you get the home win against Lackawanna, who was ranked at the time. Then you take on the number 2 team, Iowa Western. Wasn't going to happen. That's a very, very good team. And then gave Georgia Military on the road a good fight, but unable to come up with that one as well. So you're thinking, where do things go from here for Snow College? How do they finish out the season knowing that the playoff is no longer in their sights? Well, still a lot at the JUCO level to play for, right? You're trying to get more on film. You and I talked about that the last game, and they've won 3 in a row convincingly. Community Christian was what it was, 101-6.
That's a filler game, and
is.
bless their hearts for playing a full season this year. I don't think they've played a full season, maybe last year, but in prior years to that, they just have never had enough staff to be able to play that. So kudos to Community Christian for even showing up. But yeah, that was just a game filler.
And then the road trip back east, where the Badgers stayed out there for a good 10 to 13 days. They got the win at Monroe, who had been playing really good football. Snow came out and jumped out to a 40-plus lead at halftime, ended up winning 49-14 in that one. And then you and I had the call from Scranton at Lackawanna back on November 13th, and it was a shutout. Lackawanna had a lot of injuries by the end of the season. They were not the same team that Snow played back in Ephraim in late September. But needless to say, the Badgers probably feel like they're playing their best football at the right time.
I think so. Defensively especially, they look really, really good and solid all the way around. And so for them to be able to come into this. Now, granted, I don't know who's all here, right, for either team, because you're dealing with NIL money now. You're dealing with kids that have already signed, and some kids are saying, I'm not going to risk it. I know Coach Erickson really emphasized to most of his guys. I think most of them, for the most part, are here, which is huge for Snow. It does give their players another opportunity to get looked at one more time. If there's any question marks within those bigger schools that are looking, saying, I just want to see them one more time to see how they're going to handle in situations. So it's a good opportunity for both teams and a great opportunity for Snow, because, like you said, the fact that they're here is huge. Now, one statistic that people don't talk about, there used to be 10 bowl games in the National Junior College. There's now 1. So there's only 2 teams that get to play in this, right? Of all the teams. And so it's a great opportunity because of all the teams still playing. They're now, Tyler just lost to Iowa Western on Friday. there's now 5 teams left
Yeah.
in the junior college football playoffs. So.
Yeah, big opportunity. You get to end your season with a win, chance to do that. And against a quality opponent, as mentioned, Iowa Central is ranked number 10 in the country right now. So you go out with a ranked win. And yeah, with Iowa Central, we have no idea who's going to be talking with their broadcast crew before the game. They said, we're pretty sure these guys are going to play. There haven't been any official X's and O's. There are a few guys for Snow College that did not make the trip. Seth Rigtrip and Sakope Wallace, kind of 2 of the notable guys that will not play in the game today. Sakope's been getting some offers, by the way. Had a Mississippi State offer, Cal offer for him, and he's been banged up a little bit. So he did not make the trip out as well. But for the Badgers, for the most part, they've got the majority of their guys out here, and that's a big deal.
The big perk from what I understand with Iowa Central is Taylor Schaefer, their linebacker, is committed to Wisconsin. He will not be here from what I understand.
Yeah.
And that's huge for Snow's offense because he plays in the middle of the field. He's always in the hole, and Snow at times has struggled with that little game right in that area. So this is a huge perk for the Snow offense to be able to hopefully you'll have a hole in the middle of the field for them.
I got a brother who's a Wisconsin fan.
Yeah,
they got linebackers.
They
always have a good knack at getting the right guys to play linebacker for them, so that's a big deal. On the flip side for the Badgers, Tayson Reed will play in this game, and he is a University of Utah commit there. So that's a big deal for Snow to have one of their leaders and a guy who's going to play at the P4 level as well. He will be out there on the flip side, so certainly interested to see how that comes out. Badgers and the Tritons coming up here. We're tuned into the Snow College pregame show. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's. I'm so used to saying tonight. It's morning, folks. Good morning. CentraCom is here are our regional sponsors: CentraCom, Utah Heritage Credit Union, CO Building Systems, Risk Managers Insurance, Cache Valley Bank, Snow College, Mountain America Credit Union, IHC, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Sanpete Steel, Central Valley Medical Center, and Douglas Dentistry. We'll take our first break. When we come back, continuing to preview the Badgers and the Tritons, about 11 minutes away from our opening kickoff, right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit CentraCom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of CentraCom.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistry.ephraim.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support. Your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, San Pete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Death, taxes, and trying to time our broadcast with the national anthem. We'll take another quick break and be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bring color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses, so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
If you've ever ridden an ATV, you know how much fun they are. They're helpful for small jobs, too. Our credit union is your first stop for an ATV loan. Since we're member-owned and not-for-profit, it's a smart stop to make.
Utah Heritage Credit Union, your local credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
We welcome you back into the Snow College pregame show. Snow College is your community college. Join Snow on campus. Cheer on your favorite teams. It's been a good year for the Badger Athletic Department. Nate, you know better than most, being married to the athletic director, our good friend and very good friend of yours, Karen Johnson, has done a great job in year one. And, boy, the teams have been very competitive. Both soccer teams had good years. Volleyball made it to the national tournament. Football's got a chance to finish ranked. And how quick has basketball gotten off to a start? Boy, Coach May and those guys, we thought they were good. They might be better. This team might be better than it was a year ago on the hardwood.
You know, and I've talked to the coaches a little bit, and from a pure talent standpoint, they actually do believe that this team is more talented than last year, which is hard to believe because last year was a great group of guys. And they were very unselfish. The question is are they able to mesh, right?
Right.
And I finally feel like they're starting to mesh together. which is amazing because watching them play is great. They just beat South Plains, who was a top 15 team.
Yep.
They completely dominated somebody the other night. It was like a 95-40 win.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing so well on the road again. They're in Texas right now, and so yeah, men's basketball is doing great. Women's basketball has started the season better than I think was maybe expected for some people. They're 9-3 right now, so good for Zoo and getting that club together. The local kid June Olsen's playing pretty decent for them, and so that's good for the community, right? Volleyball head coach Mike Daniels won Player of the Year. Men's soccer, Jack also got Player of the Year, or Coach of the Year. So yeah, a lot of really good things going on with Snow College athletics.
Absolutely, and a busy time as finals will start next week. That's as stressful for the teachers as it is the students.
Yes, it is.
I think some people don't realize that. A different kind of stress because you're only dealing with, a couple groups, but as opposed to, 5-6 different classes. But,
yeah, I mean, if you're a math teacher and you got a kid on, if you got a basketball player in your class and a football player and a volleyball player and next thing you know, half your class is gone every other day because they just travel. We were talking to the athletic director of Iowa Central last night, and their dynamic is they've got like 1,300 students, right? 11 of them are student athletes, right? They have JV programs all over the place, but they have places that they can play in Iowa. We don't have that luxury in Ephraim, right? We have to travel long ways for every sport, and so because of that, it reduces the amount of athletes we can have. But even when those athletes are gone, it affects the classroom. So
absolutely. One thing of note, though, for the Badgers, this is their last game as an independent.
Yes.
That is a big deal as well. Going into the Southwest Junior College Football Conference next season, going to be playing a lot of games in the state of Texas, as well as a game in New Mexico about every other year. So that's going to be a very big deal. That Coach Erickson, every time we talk to him about it, it's like a kid on Christmas morning. Yeah. He is so excited. The schedule's basically already made for them next year. He's already got their non-conference commits, and then that's the biggest thing it takes care of is that scheduling, which is a big deal.
Well, that's it. In the years past, he's spent most of his current season trying to book his next season's games and trying to find who can mesh with when and where. And he's calling all the big schools. He's calling Hutchinson. He's calling Mississippi, which they won't come out of Mississippi. I don't know why, but they won't.
Georgia Military.
Trying to get all those lined up and fit schedules, and then trying to fit those schedules with conference stuff. So right now he's got 7 games already on the schedule. He's excited because there's now an opportunity to play in a conference championship.
Yep.
Right, which BYU is, the fans are seeing how exciting that really is. Even though that was a tough loss yesterday for BYU, the chance to play in a conference tournament or championship game is huge, and we've missed that a long time.
Well, and the patterns. I'm a BYU guy, so I'm obviously going to make this comparison. But the patterns to go from wandering in the quote-unquote independent wilderness, right, and then finding a home what the Big 12 has done for BYU and vice versa has been such a phenomenal thing. I'm expecting very similar results with what the Badgers bring to the Southwest Junior College Football Conference and vice versa. It's a mutually beneficial thing, and really, you win. And as we've seen, you win your conference, good chance you're going to have a chance at playing for a national championship.
That's it. And all Snow doing joining that Texas conference is boost that conference, their stock. Because right now you have 4 teams, right? You have Mississippi Conference, you have the Jayhawk, you have the Texas, you have an independent, and I'm missing somebody. Anyway, a lot of times one of those conferences is getting left out, right? Because either Snow or Georgia Military's ended up being in the top 4. Well, now you throw that into Texas. Now, statistically, you would think now that Texas would have something guaranteed to get into the national tournament. And Tyler this year, that was the team.
Yep.
And I think Snow can compete with Tyler. I'm excited for them to be in this. I think recruiting is going to get better because of it. And it's huge.
It is. It's a very, very big deal. As we'll have our opening kickoff here momentarily. Stick with us through the entire game. We'll have our halftime show also brought to you by Snow College. We'll also be giving away our San Pete Steel Man of the Game. San Pete Steel done right and on time. One final player of the game for us this season as the Badgers play their final game. It's the Game 1 Bowl. Badgers and Tritons just about set for our opening kickoff. Snow College will kick as they won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. Badgers in their road white uniforms, white pants, white helmets with the orange numbers. For the Tritons, they will be white helmets, navy uniforms and kind of a powder blue pants. Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, it is.
With the Tritons out there.
Yeah, it's a good look. I mean, if you like the Tennessee Titans.
I feel bad. Yeah, I would say I feel bad for Titan fans this year because they only have one win. Well, that one win came against I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan, and it came against my team in an epic collapse. So,
well, to go undefeated is almost as hard as to go defeated or
to go winless, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so even the Miami Dolphins, when they went defeated, statistically they have to win one game.
Yeah.
And so sorry, it had to be your team.
Opportunity for a return here for the Tritons. A huge hole and then a one-arm tackle out in space. Trying to get what number that was.
Was that 87?
87 coming up with that play for the Snow College Badgers. Porter Hadley making the special teams tackle. Plays wide receiver. Also gets some special teams action as well. And that was a big hole. If he doesn't make that tackle, that might be an opportunity for the Tritons. Their return man, number 21, the sophomore Marcellus Chandler, bringing it out to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he had a full head of steam to get through that hole, and the hole was big. And I truly believe that if that arm tackle did not happen, that could have gone all the way.
Appreciate you tuning in with us. Our scoreboard this morning is brought to you by Utah Heritage Credit Union, and we are underway. First play from scrimmage, and the Badgers bottle it up. Combination of Tayson Reed as well as Junior Kafusi. It's a no gain on the play, second down coming up.
Yeah, it's good to see Junior here and playing hard and doing what Snow College defensive run does, catch him in the backfield.
So starting at quarterback for Iowa Central, it is Ty Purdy. As far as I know, no relation to Brock Purdy.
Nope, not that I'm aware of.
Brock played his college ball here in the state of Iowa, but is actually from Queen Creek, Arizona. So Ty, the sophomore from Raymond, Iowa, gets the start here. Brings a man in motion. That is Marcellus Chandler. And now we got movement over on the far side. The wide receiver, I believe that was Trevon Taylor, is going to get called for the false start. So that will number 5, Dalen Houston gets called for the false start. So a loss of 5, second down and 15. So far, good things for the Badger defense.
Yep. And Snow College is going to focus on the run, obviously. The penalties help. But this offense from a passing game, I mean, they put up almost 250 yards passing game per game, so they can throw the ball.
Purdy does line up to throw, going to go deep and overthrows his man.
They're going to give him a pass
and they're going to get pass interference on that call, as unfortunately for Tenny Worthen, just kind of got caught in the wrong space. Well, the receiver kind of quit running for a minute, Nate, and didn't give Tenny much of an option other than to throw a shove there.
He did, and that's, there was more feet caught up under feet than anything on that. The throw was so far over. No, he wasn't going to catch it anyways, and that's a tough pass interference call. But I get it.
So it'll be a first down for the Tritons. That puts them out right at the 39-yard line is where they're going to put this.
As I say, no, it should be a 15.
Did they pick it up? They picked up the flag. They say no penalty.
Okay, which I think is the right call based on what I saw from this booth. It was contact, but not justifiable for a pass interference. Some of that,
I don't know if incidental contact is the right word, but sometimes feet get tripped up. Well, the receiver quit running. That's where I don't want to say he initiated the contact, but he was kind of the one that made that first. So 3rd and 15 now, big break for the Badger defense. With the flag getting picked up. Purdy back to pass, avoids the sack, steps up, pump fakes, running away, and is not going to be able to get there. Coming up with a stop, Hayden Magali able to get in there and make the play for the Badger defense. The punt unit will now come out for the Tritons.
Yeah, Snow made a great blitz on the left side here that pushed Purdy up into the pocket to get that sack done. Great defensive series for Snow College.
So it'll be 4th down and 15, not really much of a loss there for Purdy. He ended up falling forward, but it didn't gain him anything. 4th down, punt unit coming out now. Stephon Sellers, who's been pretty good on punt returns the last few weeks, with an opportunity here. Snap's good. Kick is on its way. It's a sidewinding kick. Sellers will catch it at the 40-yard line. Stephon heads to the right side, sees an opening, gets to the 50, 45, 40, 30, has blockers, 20, 15, 10. He's down at about the 7-yard line. Stephon Sellers with a fantastic run back, and the Badgers are going to be operating, but there is some laundry near midfield.
There is, and it was a great run. The sad thing is Snow got caught on a little crack back block, blindside block right here on the 46-yard line. So I'm pretty sure that's what the call is going to be.
On a return, when you see a flag, you called it.
So it was a great hit. I saw it on the corner of my eye. It was a great hit, but you can't do it in this game anymore.
So it'll be first down and 10s for Snow College back at, this happened at the 45, so they got to march that off.
I was going to say put them back on their 40. Is it a 15-yard penalty?
I want to say it's 15. They're going to put it at
10. Okay.
They're going to call it 10, put it at the 45. So Badgers will have first down and 10 for the first time tonight. Jace Welch, who played his best ball the last couple weeks, some of his best football as the Badgers go with two receivers to either side. Kazon Villa is in the backfield. You will see him playing some running back here late this morning. Welsh, play action, gets rid of it. Far side, it's a little high for Mikhail Paiva. Falls incomplete. Will bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, Jace had a lot of pressure right there from number 7. I'm not sure who that is. But he hurried the pass, and that's what carried it off.
Joey Evans playing
the linebacker position.
Kind of almost like a nickel safety hybrid type position for Evans, the sophomore from Orlando. Second down and 10 now for Welsh. The gives to Kazon. Kazon tries to bounce to the outside, sheds one tackle, falls forward. Going to gain a couple on the play. Really, they're just going to give him one with forward progress. Tackle made there by Jaleel Muhammad, the defensive lineman from Atlanta.
Yeah, there was actually a pretty good hole here. He kind of got the arm tackle from the defense that stopped it here, but the hole filled up quick in the middle, and he was able to get outside a little bit, but that was a great tackle.
Third down and 9 now for the Badger offense. Don't want the 3 and out. See what the play call is here. As DeBow is the receiver near side. They go trips far right for Jace Welsh. Kazon is the back. Welsh back to pass, pocket holding. Welsh throws over the middle. It's intercepted almost and then dropped. Jaden Turner had a lot of real estate in front of him. If he's able to make that catch, it's fourth down, and the Badger offense will now punt it away.
Yeah, the Badgers got away with a huge break there because that was a pick six. If he can get through the hole. I don't know if Jace sold any other. He kind of sold his eyes right to the middle of the field the whole time, and the defense could read it. And so he's got to do a little better job of check downs and things like that.
So no Jay Summers today. It is Joseph Brandt doing all the kicking duties, including punting. And this, a high kick, not super deep, as it takes a very friendly Snow College bounce inside the 20. Mark it at the 15-yard line. A good punt from Summers. And the Tritons will have it first and 10 back at the 15, 16-yard line.
Yeah, Badger defense will take that.
So 3 and outs for both teams to start, and a defensive slugfest. Not even 5 minutes into this game. Each team with one possession, and the defense so far has ruled the day.
Yep, no first downs for either team at this point. So other than the best penalty, if you count the penalty as a first down, but no true team first downs yet.
Looks like there's a pretty heavy snowstorm up in Buffalo, New York. They're outside. We are inside, and it snowed all day, all late afternoon into the evening yesterday here in the great state of Iowa, and glad we're in a dome, to say the least. As it's an option read, they go with a different quarterback, and this was talked about. They might go with a 2-quarterback system today as the sophomore DeMarcus Creasy out of Daytona, Florida, gains a yard on the play. Will bring up second down. He had been the starter. Purdy's missed a couple of weeks, and so talking with their play-by-play man before the game, he said there is a good chance they play both quarterbacks today, and certainly the case here early.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to see what kind of schemes they can run here. Taysom Reed made a great tackle on the outside there, so.
Taysom, if you're going to go play linebacker at Utah, you've had a good season. As the rollout to the right side from Creasy, and he's going to take off and run. A flag does fly. Creasy gets the first down out of bounds, but with the flag in the backfield, likely coming back.
Assume a holding call is what I'm going to assume right here, which makes sense. I mean, you get to the outside, and it's because there's an outside hold to lock off the angle of the defense.
So it is a hold. It's a half the distance penalty where Iowa Central is already kind of backed up from the good punt. So that'll repeat second down here.
Yeah, you mentioned the snow here. So it snowed, I guess, a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. Mm-hmm. They got like 12 inches of snow.
Yeah.
And it's so cold that nothing melts. So now you have ice under snow, and it's slick and cold.
It's not fun.
It's not fun.
No. It was 50 degrees in Ephraim when I left yesterday, by the way, yesterday afternoon.
It was 11 when I got up and took a drive.
A low ball from Creasy falls incomplete. Good coverage from the Badgers will bring up 3rd down and long. A combination of Martin Alessandro and TJ Hudson, corner safety combo there.
Yeah, great coverage on the defensive backs.
Timmy Olabisi also out there. Snow missing a couple guys in their defensive backfield as well. Jaden Robertson is not here, and he's had a fantastic season for the Badgers at corner. So a couple more opportunities for guys like Colby Williams, Alessandro as well. So 3rd down and long here, 3rd and 19 for the Triton offense with quarterback DeMarcus Creasy taking the snap. It's going to be a quick throw over the middle high. Pass is complete, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Or is he going to be just shy? I think they're going to mark him about a half-yard shy. No one came up. He was wide. The slot receiver just came across wide open. Once again, that's Marcellus Chandler, who's their return man. So they now line up to go for it on 4th and short here, Nate. They had 3rd and 19. It's now 4th and 1.
It's a gutsy call. I think they're going to try to just cause Snow to jump off sides, I would believe here, because you don't get this, and you're pretty much giving away 3 points.
So they go with the hard count. Now look to the sideline, do the Tritons, for a new play. 10:08 to go in the opening period. A scoreless ball game. Both teams have possessed at one time. This is the 2nd possession for Iowa Central. Creasy in gun now. On 4th down, goes hard count again. Badgers do not bite. And that will be the first time out of the game taken by Iowa Central. We'll take it as well right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed CentraCom fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
All right, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose CentraCom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
The offense stays out. The hard count again here for Iowa Central. I don't think you run the offense back out after a timeout, Nate, and not go for it. I don't think you're spending a second timeout here.
I wouldn't because if you don't.
Play clock's at 4, 3, and they are going to have to spend a second timeout here.
That's unreal that you would burn 2 timeouts on a 4th and 1 from the 25-yard line.
Well, let's keep it here because for the Badgers.
There's a personal foul call. The flag just flew. Somebody said something about their mom.
You got pretty good insight to that, don't you? That's right. You can't take back-to-back timeouts, so it's a penalty. That's a rule, yeah. And I forget that that's a thing in football. You cannot call back-to-back timeouts, so it's a delay a game. Now you're definitely punting.
You're definitely punting, and
they do get the timeout back. Yes. So it doesn't. It's a penalty instead of costing you a timeout. Is essentially what it comes down to.
So nobody said anything about anyone's mom on that. Okay, so we're good there.
Save that one for later. Punt coming here for the second time. Oh, and this is off the side of the foot. The Badgers are going to have really good position here. It takes a friendly Triton bounce, but still great field position for Snow College out at the 46-yard line where they'll have 1st down and 10.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better setup that way. You're already on the home side of the field, right? You're in the other side's territory.
Yeah.
You win a great 3 and out. So for Snow College defense, and then we talked about this, the defense is doing their thing. Now we got to get the offense running. And I'm not sure what process Zach Erickson's going to have to do that. He's had some plays that are open, just drop balls or miscues or whatever. So I'm excited to see this series right here.
So 1st down and 10 now for the Badger offense after the 3 and out. We'll see what Jace Welsh and company do here. Badgers go with kind of that I-like formation. It's a give up the middle. Matt Wilson, second level run. Stays on his feet, spins 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 5, looking just like he did a few weeks ago up in Scranton.
Yep, you keep feeding the monster. You know, Matt Wilson has done an excellent job, and we've talked about this a lot. He can run the football, and he can make a hit. It's can he control that ball and not lose it, right? He's this year's been a weird fumble year for him. And if he can keep the ball in his hands, he's going to be amazing.
Keeps it there, stuffed up the middle. It's still going to be a gain for the Badger offense down inside the 5 as Wilson takes it to the 3. So a gain of a yard on that play will bring up second down, 9:07 to go here in the opening period. So for the Badger offense, a massive play there. Matt wasn't in on the first series. It was Kazan in the backfield. Wouldn't you know, one play and Matt was off to the races, nearly housed it. So second and goal now from the 3-yard line. Welsh in shotgun takes the snap. It's going to be an option. Keeper and Fangupo through his hands. Kime. And Jace probably could have thrown that a little shorter. I think he lofted it a little bit too high there. Brings up third and goal now.
He did. I don't know if his eyes got so wide. He was like, this is the easiest touchdown throw I'm ever going to throw. And then he overthrew it right through his hands. Just put a little too much zip on it. He could have just run it in, to be honest. There was enough space that Jace could have just run it to the end zone.
So here we go. Third down and goal from the 3. Welsh in gun. Gets a new call in from the sideline now. Sellers, the wide receiver, far side. DeBow near side with Wilson, the tailback. Snap, Welsh. Give, Wilson. Bounces off, tries to get to the outside, tries to turn the corner. 5, gets into the end zone with some extra punishment as well. Looked like Matt was going to be dropped for a loss, but where there's a Wilson, there's a way, and Matt finds himself in the end zone. The Badgers open up on top.
Yeah, that was a great run because he got bundled up at the 3-yard line, popped back out, had to break it to the outside, and outran 2 defenders to get to that corner, and then made that sweet hit at the end zone. It was great. That was great contact.
Cache Valley Bank sponsors our end zone this morning for the Badgers, and Matt Wilson able to find it. And this swinging gate, extra points that now turns into a traditional extra point formation here for Joseph Brandt. The snap is good, hold good, kick on its way, and it is through for 1. So with 8 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the opening period, it's Snow College 7, Iowa Central 0. That was an important drive.
It was a really important drive, especially after 2 years ago when Snow took a 44-9 beatdown by this same Iowa Central team. To come out and finally put points on the board early is a big drive.
And, you get the run game, and that's a big thing. As Coach Erickson's emphasized all years. We've had interviews with him and talked with him. We want to establish the run. We want to get behind our big offensive line and give them an opportunity to do what they do. And whether that's been Seth Ricktrip, whether it's been Matt Wilson in the backfield, even Cannon Boswell at times, this group doing a nice job. And, big. It's always big to open up on top, right?
Yeah.
That's always a momentum thing, a confidence thing. And so the way this Badger defense has looked so far, also big. Give yourself some separation.
Yeah, no, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, I think Jace, once he settles down on the throws, I think we're going to be right here in this game. But from a run standpoint, Matt Wilson is doing some great things. I like the power type run that we're doing. We're putting a fullback in. We're using that fullback to kind of draw the defense a little bit. I like it.
Brandt's kick is high, certainly returnable here at about the 8-yard line. Run back for Iowa Central, and an excellent open
hit.
Field tackle.
87.
Hadley again. He's 2 for 2 on special team kick return tackles, and a fantastic job from one Porter Hadley.
Yeah, that was a great open field tackle, and he hit him hard. And you gotta, if you're a coach, a special teams coach, you are so excited for things like that.
Yeah, there's room for guys like that at each level.
100%.
Guys that get picked up just because they know their lane assignments, they know how to get down and fill those gaps, and it's a real thing. So shout out to Mr. Hadley there. First down and 10 now for Iowa Central. The pump fake and the run up the gut. We have a third quarterback in here.
We got number 3. Yeah, that's
number 3. So we have played 3 drives with 3 quarterbacks. That's Trevon Taylor, the sophomore from West Palm Beach, Florida. So our third drive for Iowa Central, and it's the third quarterback for the Tritons as well. A gain of 2.5, maybe 3 on that play.
So I don't know what the Iowa Central coaching staff is seeing that want to do a third quarterback, unless somebody got hurt, which I don't think. Maybe they're just seeing who wants to come to play today. I don't know.
Snap in the backfield to Taylor. Taylor looking to escape, is going to do so with his legs. Cut back upfield, an excellent move. Taylor first down and then somehow past the 45. A massive gain for Taylor. No flags. It's a first down for Iowa Central near midfield. Their biggest play offensively today.
Yeah, and maybe that's what they're seeing is let's put a back in that can elude tackles and get us some ground, some yards on the ground. And maybe that's their idea. Let's see what happens here.
Excellent cutback there for Trevon Taylor. As he takes the shotgun snap now, it's going to be a give up the gut. A good hole initially off the left side, and the pile will push. A good gain of 4 on first down. Anthony Hall, the tailback from Bristol, Wisconsin, with a gain of 4 yards, will bring up 2nd and 6. So a little bit of rhythm now for the Tritons.
It was, and Jaden Wright on the tackle there. It was good to hear his name. See him involved there a little bit. He's been a little quiet so far on the defense, so it's good to see him involved.
2 to either side here for Taylor. Back to pass. 2nd down. He's going to take a shot. 1-on-1 downfield, and coming back for the football. It's incomplete. Great coverage downfield by the Badgers. Tenny Worthen came over to help as a safety and ended up getting his paw in there at the last second, breaking up that pass intended for Marcellus Chandler.
Yeah, the defensive coverage was amazing. I actually thought that there was maybe a little hand in the jersey and he was going to get called for maybe a hold, but there was no type of separation to hold, to reduce that. So the officials let it go, which I thought was great.
I like when 2 guys get hand fighting too.
Absolutely.
You let that go, right? Empty set now as the tailback comes out for Taylor. He's going to take the snap. Badgers bring 4. Taylor 1-on-1 down the sideline again, turning, and this is incomplete, and a flag's going to come in here.
Yeah.
Colby Williams, he never turned his head.
That's exactly right. All he did was just body check him, and that's the correct call, as much as I hate to see a pass interference because you're just trying to get penalty yards instead of actually make plays.
Right.
But that's what happened.
So this is now giving the Tritons some even further momentum. It'll be 15 yards from the spots, from where the ball was snapped on the pass interference. So first down and 10 for the Tritons inside the 45, inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. So Trevon Taylor's given them some confidence here offensively. Takes the snap. It's going to be a quarterback RPO to the outside, pass complete for a first down and then some. Staying on his feet, an excellent catch and run by Sincere Brown, the freshman wide receiver from Normal, Illinois, moves the sticks, and the Tritons find themselves in the red zone for the first time this morning.
Yeah, it was a great little check down play, and for Iowa Central, they've had 2 plays that have got them positive yards. The rest of their positive yards have come from penalties. So in hindsight, you can look at that from a defense and say, look, if we do our job and stop giving the penalties.
Taylor towards the end zone. It's batted away, incomplete. 50-50 ball. Worthen was right there along with one of the wide receivers, number 6, Kamare Williams from Boynton Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
I've got a number of guys from Florida on this roster. Those dudes have got to be freezing out here.
You would think, because I believe Iowa Central's stadium, their field is actually outside.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
It's cold out here. We got the mountain. We don't get that wind a ton in Utah, right? That bone-chilling, cut-through-you type wind that they see out here in the Midwest. And, 2nd down and 10 now for Trevon. Taylor takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, throws a little dump-off pass to Chandler. Chandler makes the catch. An excellent tackle. Jaden Wright again with an excellent open field tackle. Still a gain of 3 yards, but if Chandler gets to that edge, he might be seeing the end zone, and Wright with an important stop there.
He did. Jaden was able to shed his block and make that tackle, which was, you're 100% right. If he doesn't do that, that's possibly 6.
5:31 to go here in the opening quarter. It's 3rd down and 7 here for the Triton offense. And their kicking game might have some issues today. Anderson Trejo, who's been their kicker, got hurt in their final game. They weren't sure how he was going to be able to fare today. So that's going to be an interesting situation here. So we got 3rd down and 7. Taylor back to pass. Rolls out to his right. Has a lot of green grass ahead of him. First down inside the 5. He slides. Runs into the defender, Tayson Reed, and will have a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Tayson Reed, pursued on that really well so that he could stop the quarterback from making his initial ascent, or else that's a touchdown.
So first and goal for the Tritons now down inside the 5-yard line. 4:48 remaining here in the opening period. And the answer quarterback so far for the Tritons has been Travon Taylor. They've ran 3 different quarterbacks on 3 drives. He's clearly had the most success here as Taylor takes the snap. It's going to be an option read up the gut. Tailback stays on his feet for a moment as C.J. Phillip, the redshirt freshman from Des Moines, Iowa, gains maybe a yard. Well, yeah, they're going to give him 1, so mark it second and goal now at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, what I like, Junior Kafusi didn't make the tackle, but he at least disrupted the run, right? He cut across the line and made some contact, which caused the running back to have to change feet. And so he did a good job there. Good job, Junior.
Second down and goal now from the 4 for the Triton offense, as we'll see a receiver to either side. And a tight end with a split back set. So a little bit of a tighter formation here for the Triton offense. Taylor takes the snap. It's going to be another give to the tailback up the left side. Pushing. Going to get stopped at the 2. Once again, that's C.J. Phillip on the carry for Iowa Central. So third and goal now here, and I think 4-down territory, Nate, you're this close to the end zone. That's what I would call.
You know, you're early enough in the game. Yeah, if you get down to 4th and 1, I think you take a chance at it. I can see Iowa Central coming out and trying to hard snap and see if we can jump and then get a new count, but I would go for it.
So 3rd down and 2 here for the Tritons. Split back set once again for Travon Taylor. Tight end calls out something in the formation. Taylor's going to take it, pass, throw to the end zone. It is batted away, incomplete. Textbook coverage from Colby Williams. After getting called for the pass interference, he makes the play happen. 4th down.
Yeah, Colby did everything right. He got his head turned quick and just went up and batted the ball down, and props to him. So let's see what they do here. Looks like they're going to stay on the field and go for it.
They're going to bring in a couple different receivers now, maybe go a little bit more spread. They've been tight the last couple snaps as they bring a couple other skill guys in, namely Sincere Brown and Marcellus Chandler. So we'll go 2 receivers to either side, single back set here for Travon Taylor. Taylor brings the receiver closer to the line, now runs him left to right, now back. The snap, Taylor, the give up the tail to the back, and he is not going to get there. And the Badger defense able to hold their own. Anthony Hall was shut out by that defensive front of the Snow College Badgers.
Love it. You know what, the Badger defense did amazing, and I was looking at the quarterback thinking, you know, they got a dual threat quarterback because he's the one that's picked up a bunch of their yards as an elusive back. And I was almost surprised that he handed the ball off and didn't try to bring it himself around the outside.
He didn't run it once they got inside the 5. So a little bit of a surprise there. The Badgers will start this drive backed up, but they do get the stop, and we'll have it 1st and 10 at the 2-yard line. Got to be careful here. You don't get any kind of a holding penalty near the end zone, and you got to worry. You do have to worry about safeties. Certainly.
Yeah, with Matt Wilson in, I would assume their first play is going to go to Matt.
Badgers go with a 2 tight end look. 1 receiver to either side. Welsh does give to Matt right away, and Matt falls forward. He's going to give him a little bit more breathing room, but it's just a yard. But you'd be amazed at how much that yard makes a difference when you're that close to standing in your own end zone.
It does. You know, that 1 yard gives you a little bit of cushion to open up for maybe a little play action, pass action, something like that.
2nd down and 9 for Snow College. Single receiver to either side again here for Jace Welsh. Matt Wilson is the tailback. 2:30 to go in the quarter. Badgers go hard counts. Now get a new play call in from Coach Erickson. 2:20 remaining, opening period. Badgers with a 7-0 lead. And the give's going to be to Wilson right side. He's going to lose yardage. I think forward progress is going to prevent that from being a safety. But it's a loss of 2, and now you're backed up at the 1 for 3rd down.
You are. And that's it. You know, the line just collapsed on Matt. And he's lucky he didn't try to bounce it back out like he did on the other end of the field, or it would have been a safety. So
forward progress keeps it out of the end zone, but this is a very dangerous 3rd down and 11 here for Snow College's offense. At this point, you're just trying to get out of there without giving up points, giving up the 2 points or anything disastrous. So 3rd and 11, standing in those at the Panther A in the end zone is Jace Welsh, Matt Wilson at his right hip, 1 receiver to either side. Safeties are up in tight here, so you might have a chance at a pass play, and Matt does get rid of it to Jace does get rid of it to Stephon Sellers, and that will just give them some more room to punt as Stephon gains about 5-6 yards on the play. Or is that CJ Rab? I think that was Rab.
80, yeah, CJ?
Is it 80 or 81? It was 81. That's CJ Rab, yeah.
So what was good about that play was it gets your punter, who's not your normal punter, out of the back of the end zone. So, I mean, if nothing else, at least it gives him some room to not have a mistake stepping out.
So Brandt to send this away, does get it away cleanly. It's a shorter punt, takes a bounce at the 40, and then a friendly Badger bounce to the 42. So great field position now for Iowa Central as the field position game now becomes an interesting aspect of this ball game here in the opening period.
Yeah, sure is, and I'm curious to see who Iowa Central sends out for their quarterback. I think I would have, personally, I'd stay with your quarterback that got you down the field in the last drive, but let's just see what they do.
This will be interesting to see.
And they do not.
They do not. They are going to go back to DeMarcus Creasy. So Purdy started the game, played one drive. Creasy played the second drive, Taylor the third, and now Creasy is in for drive number 4 here for Iowa Central. Creasy's going to take that shotgun snap. It's going to be a give to the tailback right side, has some blocking, gets to the edge, and then is tripped up. An excellent open field tackle by Timmy Olabisi, as it's a gain of 6. That could have gone for quite a few more for Anthony Hall.
Yeah, it could have. I was actually surprised. It almost looked like there was a face mask on the receiver to hold him to get away from that block to make the tackle. So I'm surprised there wasn't a flag right there.
2nd down and 4 now for the Tritons as Creasy takes the snap. It's an option read, and it's blown up in the backfield, but the tailback's able to escape, stays on his feet, heads up the left side for a first down. Oh, the Badgers had that all but wrapped up, and an excellent job by Anthony Hall. Just keeps the legs churning, and it's a first down for Iowa Central.
Yeah, that's frustrating. That's the end of the quarter.
End of the first quarter after 1 quarter of play at Snow College 7, Iowa Central 0 right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
Part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Stampede Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style checking account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Welcome back on in. Badgers after 1 quarter of play with a 7-0 lead. The Tritons driving, though, your scoreboard here this afternoon. We're now to afternoon in Iowa, still morning in Utah. It's brought to you by Utah Heritage Credit Union, UHCU for auto, ATV mortgage, and new home construction loans. In shotgun, again at quarterback, is DeMarcus Creasy. So he takes the snap here on first down. It's going to be a run again up the middle. Badgers snuff it out well, but this tailback is sure shifty. He's still going to fall forward for a yard or two. Every time I think Anthony Hall's going to go down, he just it's like one of those high knee drills. He just keeps those legs moving.
Absolutely, he's like, can't catch me, and he's just doing this side shuffle thing that nobody can touch him. It's been fun to watch.
Gain of 2 on the play as the Tritons will go trips to the far side, single receiver near side. Single back here for Creasy. Claps the hands, back to pass. Pocket holding, now escapes to his right. Creasy going to take a shot at the end zone. Has a receiver there. It's low and incomplete. The receiver had separation. It just a little bit of pressure forced an errant throw as he had Sajay Jackson, the wide receiver from Seattle. That falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
He did, and it was a little throw, but I didn't hate it per se if I was Iowa Central because the only person that could have caught that catch was your receiver.
Right.
It would have been a sweet catch if he would have caught it. That would be a hard catch to make, but there was no risk of an interception on that throw.
So we've now got 3rd down and 8 here for the Triton offense. They're kind of in no man's land, not quite in your field goal range, and that's a lot of movement.
I imagine that's on number 70 on the offensive line.
Well, the Badgers showed blitz, and I think that's what spooked.
Well, as soon as the running back took motion, the Badgers jumped into blitz motion. So I think that threw the line a little bit.
You called it, number 70. Called on that for Iowa State. Alan Pond, the 6'4 sophomore from Storm Lake, Iowa. That'll bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Triton offense now. More like a 3rd down and 13. So they do move that marker back. See what they got drawn up here for DeMarcus Creasy. 2 to either side. Creasy brings one receiver from right to left. Creasy takes the snap. Badgers bring blitz. Pocket holds well for Creasy. He escapes only for a moment, stays on his feet, throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dangerous play. I'm not sure how Creasy got that off, as you had Tayson Reed and Junior Kafusi bearing down on him. Dangerous play. Could have been an interception by Martin Alessandro.
He did, yeah. His legs were all wrapped up, and he just went to make that throw to avoid getting the sack for the loss of yardage, and that could have been really bad for Iowa Central.
So they were kind of in no man's land. Then you get the false start. Now you're really not in any kind of field goal or go for it range. So they'll continue to play the field position game, try and punt this away.
Yeah, which doesn't give you a lot of advantage. I mean, really, because you get a good punt and you're making up 20 yards.
And I believe this is Ty Purdy, who started the game at quarterback, that is back there to punt. Takes the snap. It's going to be a little pooch kick. It's going to take a bounce inside the 10.
Great punt.
Perfect punt. My goodness, as it goes down at about the 4-yard line.
Well, give it up to the quarterback if that's who that was, really. So
depending on where you play high school football, sometimes quarterbacks are your punters. You have to get those quick kicks off depending on where you play. And, that's going to be a first down now for Snow College, but they're backed up once again inside the 5-second consecutive drive. The Badgers will have it inside their 5-yard line.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Coach Erickson draws up on this series. I would love to see a couple little short check down passes, things like that. Just kind of get the ball moving, widen out the game again, and then hand the ball off to Matt Wilson.
So the Badgers now come up with an empty set here. This is an interesting call. They got 5 wide receivers out there for Jace Welsh. Welsh in shotgun. With 13:43 to go before halftime, Badgers still with a 7-0 lead. Jace to pass, pocket holding. Welsh is going to get rid of it to Rab low near side. And Rab makes a fantastic catch near the sideline.
He did. Shoestring tackle just right off the top of his shoe. Puts him on the 8-yard line. That's a great 4-yard pitch.
2nd down and 6. It, again, gives you that room.
It does.
Gives you that. That's the big thing, is getting some more space, getting some more opportunity.
Empty backfield again.
2nd down and 6 here for the Badger offense. Welsh in that empty set, takes the snap. 3 only rush. Cale McCoy makes a nice catch. And that ball came out. They're going to say, are they just going to rule this an incomplete pass? Yeah, they say incomplete pass. See, I thought it was a catch and run, but then the ground caused the ball to come out. They're just going to rule this incomplete.
I wish we had a replay to look at. We'd have to be on the wrong side of the vision anyways from this side. But, that would be interesting to see. What did he have not control when he made the move, or did he hit the ground and then ball come out?
So it'll be 3rd down and 6 now for the Badgers. 2 receivers near side, single receiver, or 2 receivers far side, single near side with a single back here for Welsh. Tight end on the far left side. New call from this offensive line. Wilson now moves from left to right hip of Jace Welsh. And to delay a game or a timeout. I don't think Coach Erickson called timeout. It will be a delay of game. So that's unfortunate for the Badgers. It will be a half the distance situation where they are inside the 10, though.
Yeah, it's gonna put them down the 11-yard line, somewhere in there. Or 11.
The 4.
4.
You were close.
I'm looking at the 10 and then counting off in the wrong direction. Sorry, everybody. Is Mikael Paiva not here today?
He is.
Okay.
He is. He had a pass intended for him early. I think the first throw of the game was intended for him, just a little bit high. So here we go. 3rd down and 10 for the Badger offense. Snap to Welsh. Jace gets rid of it to Wilson out of the backfield. Matt makes one miss, stays on his feet, gets wrapped up by a plethora of Tritons as he's down back at the 7-yard line. So the Badger punt team will come back out. Needed to get back up to the 15. So it gives the punter a little space again.
That's it.
And the defensive chess match continues. Really, we've had a couple big plays, but the Badgers have been the only ones able to capitalize.
Yeah, and you start to wonder, what do you do if you're an offense? Either one, right? What do I do? What plays do I run? Do I go to some screen option? An option that way, not the option play, but the screen option. Do I run the ball more? What do I do?
And a good punt from Brandt just to get that off was under pressure, but it takes a very friendly Triton bounce.
Sure did.
It bounced at about the 36. You're thinking, oh, that's about where it's bounced. Get to the 40, 45. They're going to have it at the 30-yard line.
Yeah,
this is fantastic field position.
It took
for Iowa
two
Central.
really hard bounces back towards the Snow College, line, and we lost 6 yards on that punt just from when the contact happened.
Appreciate you tuning in with us. We know these are prime NFL red zone hours. That's usually what's on at my house.
So
at 11 o'clock.
Thank you for those listening and watching.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could be watching the Jaguars, I guess, if you wanted to.
Hey, the Jags are a playoff team right now, believe it or not.
It's still hard to watch.
Still the Jaguars. Well, the Jags might be feeling good because Daniel Jones just went down.
Yeah, he did.
For the Colts. Non-contact as the handoff goes up the middle here. It's a gain of 2 yards on the carry for Iowa Central. Number 7, C.J. Phillip getting that carry there. Local kid from Des Moines. We were in Minnesota last night. If this game was yesterday, we probably could have gone up to see the Vikings play today. They're playing up there. Joe and I have done that. We went to Jets Bills for that Army trip. Yeah, we made the NFL schedule work with us. So
there you go.
2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4 on the play from Phillip. Back in at quarterback, it's Creasy. That's who they've elected to go with. He's going to take a shot far side, and it is hauled in. What a snag. Colby Williams got a paw in to try and break it up, but an excellent catch on the far side. Darian Gillum, the wide receiver, makes a fantastic snag, and now Iowa Western knocking once again inside the 5. Second time they've been inside the 5.
That's
Badgers
right.
able to stonewall them there. Will they be able to do so here?
Well, and I hope so, because that was a sweet catch. You got to give it to him for that. He got his body turned right and stayed in bounds.
Creasy takes the snap. It's going to be a run up the gut. Stutter step. Reaching for the goal line. Touchdown for the Tritons. An excellent run up the gut for C.J. Phillip. As he stretched out the arm, made it happen, and the Tritons find themselves in the Cache Valley Bank end zone on the board here.
Yeah. Well, and you have to wonder, at what point does the Snow College defense just get a little tired, right? I mean, they've been on the field a long time. The offense has got to get some stuff going and stay on the field longer than they are.
And even on the touchdown drive for Snow, it was a quick run for Matt Wilson, and then you punch it in.
Yep.
So Trejo is in the game to kick. Had an injury in their last game of the season, so they weren't sure how Anderson Trejo was going to be able to go today. He is out there to attempt this PAT. The snap is good, hold good. PAT is also through.
Yeah, it looked like everything's fine on him.
Yeah,
the way he kicked that ball, nothing looked hurt.
That was a strong boot.
Sure was.
So 10:59 to go here before halftime. Stick with us. We'll have our Snow College halftime show coming up. Get you caught up on game stats here as well that are being kept. Appreciate those statisticians that do that for us and make our job a lot easier on the air. Again, big shout out to our producer, Joe Williams, getting us on today. It's never fun when equipment doesn't work, and especially because of travel. Right? It's working before you leave, and then something shifts or gets beat up during that travel. So that's not a fun thing. But we made it work, and we're here, and we're live.
Isn't it amazing?
Crazy how. How many things you can do to get something to work. You never want to resort to that, but when you do, technology.
Yeah,
right?
You're right. It's so wonderful to have, and when it doesn't work, it's stressful to everybody.
So Ernest Goodwin, who's been the backup kicker, he's still been handling the kickoffs. I should have mentioned that, and that was expected.
Right.
But for Trejo, he's been able to handle the one PAT duties as well. And now we got a whistle before this kick's about to get underway. Let's see what the call ultimately is here. I think they were just making sure the ball was set correctly. So the Tritons set to send this deep, and they will do so. A beautiful kick as the Badgers let this go into the end zone for the touchback, where they will have 1st and 10 out at the 25-yard line. So this is an important drive, Nate, with the way this offense has kind of struggled outside of one particular drive. Iowa Central's had much better field position, much better opportunities to score. Finally, get one punched in. Important that that's no answer here.
Right. Yeah. And if I was sitting here looking at this game, going, yeah, it's tied 7-7. I do feel like the advantage from at least an offensive end is Iowa Central. And so Snow College has got to do something here to kind of get the momentum back into their hands. I'm really excited to see the plays that are drawn up here, and hopefully they can execute.
Well, here you go. 7 first downs to 2 for Iowa Central. And, yeah, the yardage in their favor as well, as Matt Wilson's going to get a call up the middle. The ball's on the turf. And I believe the Tritons have it. They're pointing the other way. Let's see here. Yes, it's going to be Iowa Central football. Wow.
Yeah, which is so unfortunate because, Matt Wilson is a strong runner, but that's been his MO all year, is coughing up the ball. And bless his heart, it's nothing against Matt per se, but you got to control that ball and secure it because that is killing drives.
So the Badger defense, who, again, we talked about them being tired. That was one play.
Back
and
on
they're
the field.
back out there. And the Tritons have fantastic field position. DeMarcus Creasy has played now 2 consecutive drives. I'd imagine they're going to go with him now.
I would assume.
As they break the huddle.
Or I'm completely
it is
wrong.
Not.
It's not. It's
go with Trevon Taylor.
Number 3.
So they really are mixing things up
They
here,
sure are.
giving guys opportunities. Here at the UNI Dome on the beautiful campus of the University of Northern Iowa. Taylor back to throw, spins out to his left, rolling, going to take a shot, has a receiver wide open for the snag and score. One play for Iowa Central, and they are in for 6. It's Marcellus Chandler breaking free, busted coverage, and he finds himself in for the second touchdown on his many plays for the Tritons.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what happened because he had 15 yards on the defensive back to get wide open like that. That was completely busted.
So that'll bring up the extra point here, and the Badgers suddenly, funny how momentum can shift just like that in the game of football. As Iowa Central has their first lead of the game at 13-6. With 10:41 remaining here before halftime, Trejo on to attempt the PAT. Snap good, hold good, kick on its way, and it is through for the extra point. 14-7 now for Iowa Central with 10:41 to go. Here in the period. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Welcome back on in. 14-7 our score. 14 unanswered from the Tritons, and it's come on back-to-back plays. A rushing touchdown and then a fumble that led to a passing score. As now we talked about how important the last drive was for Snow. That importance just took a giant leapfrog up.
It did, and the whole concept that I thought and just completely backfired. Next thing you know, instead of being tied, you're down, and momentum's changed. And if you're Iowa Central, you're feeling pretty good about where you're standing right now in the first half of this game.
We still got 10:41 to go before halftime. This has been a kind of a slow-moving game. You've got a couple touchdowns, 50 minutes worth of game time now. We're approaching 1 o'clock Central.
Because it doesn't feel like there's been a lot of penalties per se to slow the game down. It's just been a slow-moving first half game. And
you've had a lot of change of possessions, right? Punts, some incompletions on that front that have kept the clock from moving. So it brings up first down and 10 now for Snow. 2 receivers near side, single receiver far left, a low snap. The give is to Matt Wilson. Matt's going to fall forward, but just nothing there. Only a gain of maybe a yard for Matt. And that'll bring up second down and 9 now. Might have to get this passing game going a little bit here, Nate.
You're going to have to, and honestly, I would almost bring back your old run plays that you had before. Maybe get that fullback back in there. Use them to open up and to see where the defense is running on a zone versus man-to-man and kind of use some motions and lead block. 'Cause that's what's,
Badgers get a new play call. And here's your overall yardage numbers right now, by the way. 151 for Iowa Central, 61 for the Badgers.
Yeah.
It's really been just one drive that Snow's been able to get anything going. Back to Welsh. He will pass on second down. Pocket holds clean. Takes a deep shot. Freddie DeBow is there, and DeBow cannot make the snag. An excellent pass breakup over on the far side. An excellent play. That is the defensive back, Kadarius Williams, sticking his hand in there. A beautiful ball from Welsh.
It was.
A great route from DeBow. Just a better play by the defender.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for Welsh to put that ball on a better handle. I mean, that was a perfectly thrown ball. It just happened. Defense just happened to play it better. And get his hand and pop that ball out of the receiver's hands.
2 to either side for Welsh here. 3rd down and 9. Takes the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Pocket holding well again. He's going to take that same shot.
Don't like
and
it.
C.J. Rabb fell, and it's intercepted. Heading back the other way. And an excellent open field tackle by Mikhail Paiva to bring down the defensive back that got the INT, and he's going to get an excessive celebration flag here. That is number 18, Noah Smith, the sophomore from Chicago. Can't spin the ball like that. You're going to get called for a penalty. Maybe do that after you get to the sideline behind some teammates, but that is going to be a penalty. So really that's going to end up like a really good punt, essentially. So,
correct.
But C.J. Rabb fell, and there were 2 guys back there anyway. So that's going to mark Iowa Central back inside the 30, possibly inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't love the fact that we ran basically the same play twice. And when we, like you say, threw into double coverage, it just happened to be that our receiver fell down, right? The Snow receiver did. I don't think that was a catchable ball regardless because of the double coverage. I thought that was a kind of a poor judgment. Now, granted, I'm no quarterback, right? So I don't see from their angles, but I don't love running the same play 2 times in a row from a long pass perspective.
Well, and for a defense, you're expecting that, right?
Yep.
Potentially. So another change at quarterback. Ty Purdy's back in, the starter.
Okay.
So
well, this was his second series, and now they are all equal.
if
Fair.
he scores here, all 3 have touchdown drives too. So that's something to be looked at. Purdy in shotgun here. Takes the snap, back to pass on first down, gets rid of it in the backfield. Pass is caught. Initially well defended by Snow, but a good fall forward out of the backfield from Ethan Johnson, the freshman from Jackson, Mississippi. He's going to gain 4 yards, bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, the Iowa Central team is doing a really good job of spreading out the Snow defense and getting their blocks where they need to be, and they're picking up 3, 4, 5 yards carry.
Kanuka Williams made the hit, but they got drugged. So second and 5 here. Now for the Tritons. They go 2 receivers near side with a tight end, single receiver to the far right for Ty Purdy. Purdy in shotgun. 8:59 to go still here before halftime. It's a play action. Purdy throws over the middle. That is intercepted. Mario Williams Jr. turns the corner inside the 10, and he's tripped up at the 5. Right when the Badger D needs to make a play, they do so, and they will have great position. As a flag gets thrown in here, we're going to get celebration going the other way, potentially.
I'm sure that's exactly what that flag is a celebration, pushing them back. But what a great interception right in the middle of the pocket. There were people everywhere. So Mario Williams made a great grab on that.
So a massive play for the Badgers defensively. Mario Williams Jr. So that's going to be on Williams. So you had the Iowa Central defender who got called for that after the interception. So it'll be first down at the 21. You would like that inside the 5. That hurts Snow more than the penalty hurt Iowa Central.
100%, because you would have had the ball on the 3. Now you got it on the 21. And it's kind of those bonehead penalties. I don't love the amount of penalties that are thrown on a celebration. The ball throw there.
Right.
But I've seen officials throw flags for very menial things of where players are just trying to celebrate good things.
Yeah, have a good time, right?
And then they get these penalties, and I'm like, they're not taunting. If they're taunting, great. And that's what he did, throw the flag. But if he's just celebrating and they're all having, let it go. Let them play.
Have fun.
It's a great play. Let them celebrate it.
So Wilson with the first carry. It's a gain of 2. We'll bring up 2nd down and 8 now for the Badger offense. Boy, that turnover came.
Couldn't ask for a better time.
The perfect time. And given that how deep you got the starting field. Both these teams have had most of their starting drives on the other side of the field or backed up at the end zone. It's been one or the other.
Yeah.
Especially for Snow.
Yeah, there's been very little mid-grade starting drives. So
in shotgun is Jace Welsh. 8:01 to go here in the second quarter. Badgers down 7. It's a give to Matt Wilson off the right side. Breaks one tackle, falls forward. Good run on second down for Matt. Got 4, maybe 5. We'll bring up a more manageable 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 here.
I think Matt got hit a little harder than he'll let on because he was slow to get up. I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or maybe took a rib shot or something like that. But
he's going to check out.
He's coming off a little better than I thought he was, but he was slow to get up.
Kazon Villa is checked back in as a tailback. And I talked with Coach Isaiah Wilson, who coaches the running backs before the game, said, yeah, we're going to run Kazon a little bit. We saw that in the opening drive, but he's been at receiver since. So 2 far side, single near side here for Jace Welsh. Jace is going to go play action, roll out to his left. Welsh takes a shot at the end zone, and it is underthrown, trying to get it to Stephon Sellers. Will bring up 4th down here, and if you're the Badgers, you're in field goal range. Do you take the points, or do you want to try and match what Iowa Central's done? And I think they are going to stay out there.
You know, and for me, I mean, okay, granted, you got to get to the 10, you got a first down, right? So then that starts this whole thing over again. The way the momentum's gone, it's just me, I'd take the points, right? I kick the field goal, I get you 14-10. At least you feel like there's been a little momentum. The way that the offense has moved the ball right now, I don't know how much I trust a 4th and 5 right here when you can get 3.
McCoy goes in motion, now settles. Now the Badgers are going to do play call in. Play clock's at 5, and Coach Erickson's going to have to take a timeout, and he will do so. It is a Central Valley Medical Center timeout right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
I'm J.L. Larson.
And I'm Sarah Larson.
And we're the owners and operators of Freedom Port in Gunnison, Utah. We've been in business now for 38 years. Of those 38 years, we've done business with Utah Heritage Credit Union for over 20 of them. Even our kids have savings accounts there.
Utah Heritage is a great staple to Sanpete County. Homegrown credit union here that has helped, I believe, thousands of families throughout the valleys.
Welcome back on in. Joseph Brandt just drilled the field goal, so the Badgers do decide to take the points, Nate, which I think is especially where we're still in the first half.
Yeah, I think that's the smart move. Keeps you within, manageable game time. Just play a little safe right now for a minute. So I liked it.
So the Badgers will now kick off following that. Should be an interesting conversation at halftime regardless of how this goes. It's been a very ebb and flow type situation. Where Iowa Central's played 3 different quarterbacks. That's just what's weird. And both have brought different things in different strengths. So I'm interested to see how much they continue to rotate as the game moves on.
Yeah, it's weird. You see teams in the past have rotated 2 quarterbacks, but to do 3 has been very unusual. But they've all produced, of some sort, and so it'd be interesting to see how they continue on.
So it'll be a kickoff here from Joseph Brandt, who just drilled the field goal, his highest kick of the day, going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Opportunity for a return up the right side. There's some speed, and the Badgers again do a nice job containing, because boy, does Marcellus Chandler have some wheels. He takes it out past the 30 to the 31, first down and 10 for the Tritons. And the good news here for the Badgers, when Iowa Central has not done good having to go the length of the field or a good chunk of the field. Their success has come when they've had short fields, whether that's a bad punt, whether it's been a turnover at the wrong time. So make this offense go the length of the field and challenge that. Back in at quarterback, it is number 4, DeMarcus Creasy. So they go with the change yet again. Creasy's the only one who's played back-to-back drives at any point. He's going to be a quarterback keeper up the side here, and Creasy's got some space. Second level, 45, spins out of the tackle to midfield and then some. Into the second level goes to Marcus Creasy, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 for the Tritons.
You know, it's such a good problem for the Iowa Central team to have, is have, basically 3 quarterbacks and 2 that are very elusive that can get you some yards. So, if you're the coaching staff there, you love the problem you have is how much do you play them.
Creasy takes the shotgun snap. It's going to be a run up the gut, right side. Tayson Reed laying some wood.
He
My
did.
goodness. Still a good gain initially from Ethan Johnson, a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. But, boy, Tayson Reed shot out of a cannon. University of Utah's got to be happy about that.
Yeah, he made a hit, and you got to love it.
Second down and 8. They are going to give Johnson officially 2. So they're going to change the clock here, put it back at 6:25 with.
Yeah,
now they wind it. So.
Okay.
Not sure why it was a running play. It wasn't like the clock was not running officially.
No, it was two running plays back to back. So unless they took it off because the helmet came off.
And the ball is free. It's on the floor. Court Moon's got it, and the Badgers are back in business.
Yeah, waited for Court Moon to be right there where he's supposed to be. What a good opportunity and a great opportunity to force a fumble and get the momentum right back to the Badgers. Now let's see if the offense can actually move the ball more than 15 yards.
I want to say it was TJ Hudson, the safety, that poked that out. But the ball just came flying out, and Court Moon was in the right place at the right time. The former Richfield Wildcat will bring up 1st and 10 now for the Badger offense. So Snow turns it over a couple times. Iowa Western takes advantage of it. What happens then? The Badgers now have forced consecutive turnovers on consecutive drives. So
football's a funny game. It always changes momentum.
Fickle is the word I always like to use. Welsh brings Villa out of the backfield. Empty set now for Jace. 5 receivers, trips near side, twins to the left. Jace back to pass on 1st down, is going to take that shot for Kazan down the sideline. Kazan making an incredible snag. A flag's going to come in, and I think they are going to get him for offensive pass interference, which is a shame because Kazan Villa with the athleticism to high point that ball and stay in bounds. But this is going to come back.
The unfortunate thing about this is I don't disagree with the call
at
all. I disagree with who made the call. The official that made the call was the back line judge, not the side judge that's watching the receivers.
Right in front of it, right.
It's the guy that's 15 yards back and the sideline's chirping in his ear, and then he throws the flag late, and that's what I hate, is let the official that's watching that section make that call instead of somebody from the backside.
And usually you see that more of it as an issue in basketball, right? A guy making a call from across the court. But, so yeah, 1st down and 22 now.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
This was a phenomenal snag. Back to pass as well. On 1st down, going to throw near side or far side complete. Cale McCoy will get a chunk of those yards back on the reception. Cale gains 4. That will now bring up 2nd down and about 18 to go, with 5:33 remaining. DeBow is the receiver far side. They go tight here. Single receiver near side in Stephon Sellers. Split back set for the first time this afternoon for Jace Welsh. It's a give to Wilson Matt. Nice hole initially. Keeps the legs churning, and Wilson is going to get just a couple here. And a flag comes in here late. Again, I don't know if there was talking or what.
Right, it was between 7 of Iowa Central and 19 of Snow College. Is that Fangupo?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know who this is going to be on.
And meanwhile, we got a Triton that's out there injured. So number 35, or 88, number 8 for the Tritons is out there injured. That's Twan Wilson, the sophomore DB from Lakeland, Florida. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So if you're Iowa Central's coaching staff, you're irate at your player right now because you're 3rd and 18 and now all of a sudden it's 1st and 10 because of an unsportsmanlike.
Just John.
Just keep your mouth shut and play ball. It's number 88.
Number 88 is the defender down for Iowa Central. And he is walking to the sideline, which is good news. That's Josiah Mason, the sophomore from Kankakee, Illinois. Hope I'm saying that right. Kankakee. First down and 10 for Jace Welsh. They're going to go split back set, 2 receivers to either side. Wilson in the backfield with Kazon Villa. Or it's Fangupo, excuse me. Back to pass as well. She's going to take the shot for Stephon Sellers. Near side, Stephon cannot go. There's no flag. Stephon's jersey was completely being yanked.
So
wow.
my issue wasn't even that. It was the punch arm thrown at the head as he went down from the defender. Where was the pass interference on that call? That's what's frustrating when you're sitting up here talking in the booth about just keep it consistent.
Right. And apparently this official's not throwing flags for anything because this is the same guy that didn't throw the flag on the Kazon Villa offensive pass interference. So second down and 10. Badgers taking some shots here. They go trips far side, single receiver near side for Welsh. Wilson the back. It's a short low throw for Paiva and it falls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd and 10 now. 4:49 to go before halftime. Been a long first half. Across the board, some incompletions overall as we take a look here. Jace is 4 out of 13.
Yeah.
For Iowa Central as a team, they are 5 for 13.
Yeah.
So
which has caused the game to slow down. You have a lot of incomplete passes, which means the clock stops a lot. But when your run game is not producing, you have to go to the air, and so it's just going to be a long game.
3rd down and 10 now. 2 to either side for Jace. Shows over the middle. Paiva makes a fantastic snag over the middle. That's going to be a Douglas Dentistry first down into Triton territory at the 40. What a snag from McHale.
That was a great catch. The ball was thrown a little bit out in front of him. He had to go with full extension to get it, and Paiva made a great catch.
Badgers go no huddle here. Couple quick subs. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Snap
they
it.
have a 12 guy on the field, so this is a free play. As Wilson goes to the far side. It's going to be a loss, but it's not going to matter because
there should
it's
be
an
12 men on the field.
Or an illegal substitution is what they're officially going to call this. And the guy came on and instantly was trying to get off. I mean, Snow snapped that at the perfect time.
Yeah, you got to capitalize on those when you can tell that there's going to be a 12th man. You just hurry and quickly snap that ball.
And Jace had a couple of those in the Monroe game.
He did.
He had at least 1 or 2 in the Lackawanna game, 2 up in Scranton. So 1st and 5 now following the illegal substitution penalty. 2 to either side here for Jace Welsh. 4:15 to go before halftime. Can the Badgers capitalize here? Kazon Villa at the hip of Welsh. Jace takes the snap. Back to pass. Pocket holding. Welsh is going to throw near side and a little high for McHale. He got his paws on it for a moment, but a little too far out to the right. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And the good news is it was 1st and 5.
Sure.
So 2nd and 5 now coming up for the Badger offense.
Yeah, it was kind of the same pass just on the other side of the field, right? McHale had to really stretch out to go get it, and it just off his fingertips. It's a tough throw to make and a tough catch to make. So
2 to either side here for Welsh. Villa remains the back. New play call comes in from the sideline. 4 minutes remaining here before halftime. Badgers trail 14-10 on our Utah Heritage Credit Union scoreboard. Play clock's at 9. New call comes in at 6 with 5. Welsh with 3, takes the snap, play fake, quick hitter, intercepted. And a lot of room heading the other way for Iowa Central. Welsh goes to make the tackle and will, but not until the interception and return from Kadarius Williams. And a massive return takes it back to the 25 for Iowa Central.
Yeah, I don't know if the play call, if Jace thought the receiver was going to break in, because as soon as the break happened, the ball was thrown behind the receiver right into the defender's hands. I almost wonder if there was a miscommunication. I'm not sure which one on the receiver or the quarterback, but that's what it looked like.
So 1st down and 10 now for Iowa Central. They're going to mark him out at the 28-yard line where they'll have 1st down. Boy, that right when the Badgers, you think the momentum's back, flips on a dime again.
Finagle, what do you call it?
Oh, Finnick. Finicky. It's a finicky thing. Fickle thing. Thank you. I'm saying that's wrong in my head. That's why you have a producer. Snap. And play action, pass complete to the outside. Receiver cuts back to the 20, inside the 15, down to the 10. A great catch and run by number 6. That is Kamare Williams. And Iowa Central smelling blood. They're going to go no huddle here.
Yes, they are.
First and goal from the 9 now for DeMarcus Creasy at quarterback. Creasy goes hard count, takes the snap. Option read, going to keep it for himself. Roll to the right. Dancing, nearly gets sacked, stays in bounds, throws for the back corner of the end zone. Is that intercepted? The Badgers get it back. Are you kidding me?
Wow. 21.
What an interception from Martin Alessandro.
Sure was, because he was kind of in the middle of the field and cut across and cut right in front. What's the flag here?
The defense is kind of...
Okay, illegal receiver on the offense, so that's going to get declined. Snowball on the 20.
What a wonky second quarter this is. Is that turnover number 6 in the quarter?
I don't know. We're going to have to add them up.
I think so. I think there have been 6 total turnovers here in the second quarter. Wow. I know there's at least 6 for the half. I think they've all been in this quarter, though.
And
goodness.
It's not like I would feel like this game is sloppy.
Sure.
I don't feel like it's just there's just been some great defensive plays. It's been slow, right? Neither offense has really been able to get things going, but
wow,
a lot of turnovers.
First down and 10 now for the Badgers. They go 2 receivers far side, single near side. With 3:14 to go, the give is to Matt Wilson, bouncing off, heading back the other way. Jace Welsh throwing a block out there as Wilson gets a solid gain on first down out to the 25. Looked like it was going to be minimal. Matt has that bounce outside ability, takes it 5 yards downfield. Yeah,
I actually thought Matt was going to lose a yard on that, the way it got bundled up, and as soon as he broke back out, it was fun to see Jace Wilson out there trying to get a lead block. I don't know if I would want my quarterback out there taking hits. You don't have too many quarterbacks left in this team, but you got to love it.
2 far side, single near side here for Welsh. 2:39 to go before halftime. 2-minute timeout coming up as they do run it with Wilson again. Miley Fonua's helmet popped off, so your center's going to have to come out for a play now. Gain of just a yard for Wilson will bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful with that because depending on how long you continue in the play without a helmet, that can get you a penalty as well. With this new rule of if your helmet comes off, you got to stop. And this is going to be an interesting call when your center comes out. What do you do, right? Is your backup center going to be able to get the snap off? And
right.
This is going to be an interesting play.
2:15 to go before halftime. 2-minute timeout is approaching. Welsh is in shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. On 3rd down, back to pass. Good snap. He's going to fire for Paiva. Makes a great snag near midfield. Stays on his feet at the 45 of Snow College. Mikhail Paiva over the middle. It's been a recipe for success at times, and Mikhail moves the sticks. It'll be a Douglas Dentistry first down. We've got the 2-minute timeout. We'll take a break and be right back right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
School year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit CentraCom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of CentraCom.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Two-minute timeout, a massive Douglas Dentistry first down there on the connection from Jace Welsh to Mikhail Paiva. Douglas Dentistry with in-house financing. Show off that smile at 258-9001. So here we go. 2-minute drill here for the Badgers. They still have 2 timeouts remaining here before halftime. Plenty of time, plenty of plays to work with as the gives to Kazan. Sheds one tackle, and then ultimately he's going to be brought down. It's a short loss on the play for Kazan as we got another player losing helmet here. And the official's we're going to have another substitution here as Chris Beveridge, the right tackle, is going to have to sub out.
Yeah. Helmet's coming off like crazy. I'm not sure what's going on there.
So a short loss for Kazan on the play brings up 2nd down and 11. Clock is wound at 1:40 to go here before halftime. Tight formation with 2 receivers stacked to either side for Jace Welsh. Villa is the back. Kazan out of the backfield. Welsh with it. Pocket holding. Jace is just going to check it down to Kazan. Kazan looks to make a man miss. Heads for the sideline. Gets out of bounds. A good catch and run for Kazan Villa near midfield. That was the excellent decision by Jace Welsh.
Oh, 100%. You've had nothing downfield. Everybody's covered up. Check it down. Get 4 yards, 5 yards. What's crazy is the pursuit of the Iowa Central Titans defense. Every tackle, there's 4 and 5 players making tackles. So you got to give props to them for that.
One of their defensive linemen I wanted to give props to that's been really disruptive. It's Jaden Wilson Abrams, the redshirt freshman from Greenville, South Carolina. He's been a game wrecker today. 3rd down, Welsh, quarterback draw, tucks and runs, 1st down and then some for Welsh, heads for the sideline, 30, 25, 20, stays in bounds, knocked out inside the 10. What excellent keeper from Jace Welsh.
Good run, no flags. The hole was there, he took it, and that's something Jace has done periodically throughout this season is he's quick on his feet. He doesn't do it a lot. But when he does, he picks up yards.
Well, and part of running a quarterback draw is the sell, right? You're back to pass, and then you're taking off. He ran that to perfection.
He did.
So now the Badgers really cooking. They got 1st and goal inside the 10 with 1:10 to go. A fantastic back-and-forth first half. Can Snow capitalize and get into the end zone here? Welsh, the give to Kazan. Kazan stutters right side, stays on his feet, breaks through inside the 5, dives for the goal line. He is in!
He's in.
Touchdown! Kazan Villa! And the Badgers get the lead back with 1:04 to go before halftime.
And that's a huge set of plays right there to get you the score you need. Obviously, you've got a minute left. That's plenty of time for Iowa Central to score, so the defense has to do their job. But props to Snow to score here going into halftime with some momentum.
So it'll be the swinging gate, or will it? We never know.
You never know. And I've never loved it, but I've seen it work this year.
Yeah.
And so props to Coach Erickson for running it.
And they're going to take the points again. They're going to kick the PAT for the 2nd time here. Joseph Brandt, 1 for 1 on PATs today, 1 for 1 on field goals. Hadley's the holder. Snaps good, hold good, kick on the way, and it is through. So with 1:04 to go before halftime, Snow College with a 17-14 lead, Nate. That was a massive drive. The way this game has gone, the way this quarter has gone. We've had 6 turnovers in this quarter. It was 7-0, and points have been scored too. That's the thing. It's been a very, very long period. But for the Badgers to get in the end zone right before halftime, and they do get the football to start the second half as well. So you hold here. You're able to play some good defense. Iowa Central, I believe, has 2 timeouts left as well. Able to hold them here. You might have found something.
You know, you have to wonder on the kickoff. So our kickoff, who's our kickoff? It's he's kicked it short.
Joseph Brandt.
Brandt. He's kicked it short the last 3 times or a couple times he's kicked the ball right. Do you almost squib kick it or kick it out of bounds just to eliminate the potential of this run back, because this returner is so fast that if he gets a breakaway, I mean that changes everything, right? You almost want to take the ball out of his hands, and I'm not sure how you do it. But
Marcellus Chandler caught the second touchdown in this game. He's going to have a chance at a return here at the 10-yard line. Chandler runs up to the 20, 25, looks to make a man miss, and does not. The Badgers convene well out at the 27-yard line. I think he made one guy initially drop, but then the rest of the Badgers convened well.
He did, and on that return, number 11 for Iowa Central put a hit on, I think it was Tanner Stanley, number 35 for Snow College, and just rang his bell, which potentially could open that hole up. That was Coach Erickson, I think, wants a crackback or a blindside hit or something because he got lit up. But what a great special teams to stop the run from getting past the 30-yard line.
See how aggressive Coach Jesse Montalo is.
Well, he's aggressive enough to keep the same change quarterback again. So
Trevon Taylor, he's the man in. 2 to either side for Taylor here with 1 minute to play before halftime. Taylor steps up, throws over the middle, complete. Good open field tackle by the Badgers, keeping it in front, but a good catch out front by Darion Gilliam. As that moves it to the 40, and a first down for Iowa Central. They'll go no huddle here.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Colby Williams.
Taylor takes the snap. Quick hitter to the outside, complete again to Gilliam. Breaks a tackle, heads down the sideline. Great field position. Gets out of bounds at the 35. You got to make that tackle. If you're playing soft and keeping guys in front, that means you have to make the tackle, which did not happen.
100%. And Iowa Central's just rushing right down the field. 35 seconds left on the play clock. They've got timeouts. So, yeah, you got to make a stop here.
Game clock's under 30 seconds now. Taylor takes the shotgun snap. Goes with a little play fake, rolls to his right, pointing downfield, now becomes a runner, is tackled. No, he stays upright and then gets forced down at the 20-yard line with 15 seconds left. Iowa Western's going to take a timeout here. The only good thing that benefited Snow there is a lot of time. That took 15 seconds to run.
It took a lot of time off. So yeah, the quarterback took a shot at the end there, but you wasted 20 seconds on that last play just because the clock is just running.
Yeah.
And for Iowa Central, you're thinking, gosh, we could have got a couple more plays in if we would have done something different. But
we'll keep it here and then we're 15 seconds away from halftime, so we'll be taking the break at that point. Stick with us for our halftime show. We'll get you caught up on stats, maybe get you some NFL scores as well. Snow halftime show will be brought to you by Snow College. This timeout is brought to you by Central Valley Medical Center. Having chronic knee pain from a worn-out knee, check out the new Rosa Knee robotic technology at CVMC, 623-3200. Our scoreboard this afternoon brought to you by Utah Heritage Credit Union as well. UHCU for auto, ATV, mortgage, and new home construction loans. Go see our good friend, Mr. Greg Sterner. He'll help you out over there at UHCU.
You can't hate old Greg Sterner. He's just a good dude, and he likes to do the call.
Might be the most likable guy
just Joe.
In Sanpete County.
Joe doesn't like him.
Joe only likes him when he buys him when the credit union pays for lunch.
I still wish you could get old Greg to come with you on these to do these calls, because some of these facilities that we get to do on the road are pretty cool.
Yeah. 2 to either side here for Taylor. 15 seconds to go before halftime. Sends his tailback out in motion. Taylor takes the snap. Badgers elect to blitz here, and they get there. Kanuka Williams with the sack with 11 seconds left. That will force Iowa Central to spend their final timeout of the half.
Yeah, what a perfect time for a blitz call.
We'll take the timeout here and be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network in SnowTV.
Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed CentraCom fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose CentraCom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
10 seconds remaining here before halftime. This is interesting for Iowa Central. They're going to go for this with no timeout. So if you're tackled inbounds, as Coach Erickson's going to take a timeout here. We'll keep it here for this. But this gets really fascinating, Nate, because if you're tackled inbounds,
done.
It's over.
Yep.
I mean, and the clock might momentarily stop if you get a first down, but given how much time it's going to take to just get to the first down marker and then wind.
Yeah, because if you throw the ball, right, because that would be the only way you'd be able to have a chance of stopping the clock. You throw the ball and they're tackled on the 9, so it stops on the first down. There's no way you're going to get set and be able to spike that ball with 10 seconds because you're going to run 4 or 5 seconds off just on the play alone. So this is a gutsy call, unless you're going to do one quick out.
Sure.
right? Try to pick up a few yards.
You got to make sure, you're either getting out of bounds or it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Or in the end zone if you're going to take a shot here.
Which you could do that. You could run 7-8 seconds off by taking a shot, incomplete pass, and you kick the field goal.
And based on the routes we saw from the previous play with the sack, I think that was the plan, but Snow called him on the bluff.
Yeah.
Threw 6 at him. Was it at 8? It was at 8. Oh, well, it's at 10. So I think with the earlier timeout, they've moved it back up. So 10 seconds remain here in the half. 2nd down and 15. The snap to Taylor. Back to pass. Rolls to his right. Just going to scamper out of bounds, and that's a smart thing to do with 5 seconds. So field goal unit's going to come out here for Iowa Central as Anderson Trejo's looked good on his PATs. We're about to see how good he is from another 20 yards out. As this is going to be from
looks like
about a 41-yard attempt here. So this will tie the game heading into the half. Badgers do get the ball to start half number 2. From 41 yards with 5 seconds to go. Trejo. Badgers will call timeout here. We'll take it and be right back right here on CentraCom. SnowTV, the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
So here we go, 41-yard attempt here from Anderson Trejo. This will tie the game heading into the locker room. The snap is good. The hold's good. Kick on the way, and it is through for 3. Would have been good for a while back. There is Laundry in the backfield. Wow. So this gets interesting now. There's no time on the clock, but a penalty marker was thrown. Both teams are walking to their respective sidelines here. And I think if you're Iowa Western, did they call it offside on Snow? Iowa Western's heading to the locker room. Or Iowa Central, is heading to the locker room. Wow. So the field goal is good. That takes us into halftime. Tied at 17. What a fun first half. Very back and forth. Hectic turnovers, exciting touchdowns. That will take us into the locker room. Once again, tied at 17. We'll be right back. We've got our Snow College halftime show next, right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
If you've ever ridden an ATV, you know how much fun they are. They're helpful for small jobs, too. Our credit union is your first stop for an ATV loan. Since we're member-owned and not-for-profit, it's a smart stop to make.
Utah Heritage Credit Union, your local credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
Of Northern Iowa as the Snow College Badgers and the Iowa Central Tritons are tied at the half, 17 apiece. A fantastic first half. It had a little bit of everything, some exciting plays, some big touchdowns, turnovers, a couple of big field goals, and that's how we got to 17 apiece. Let's go down the individual the scoring plays for these two teams. Matt Wilson ran in a 3-yard touchdown to put the Badgers on top, and that opened up the scoring, Nate, 7-0. That's how the first quarter went. It was kind of an uneventful first quarter.
You know, it was, but I actually thought that Snow played really well. Like, everything seemed to kind of click and run well. And then the second quarter came and it kind of got messy, but that drive was nice to watch.
So then C.J. Phillips with a 3-yard touchdown rush for Iowa Central to make it 7-7, and then a fumble, and then a 27-yard strike from Trevon Taylor to Marcellus Chandler for 27 yards, made it 14-7. Badgers got a 32-yard attempt from Joseph Brandt off a Mario Williams interception, and then Kazon Villa with an 8-yard touchdown run with 1:04 to go. You think the Badgers might be going into the locker room up. Great response, though, from Iowa Central, getting into position for an Anderson Trejo 41-yard field goal as time expired, and that's how we got to 17 apiece at the half.
Which looking, as far as I could tell from statistics, that was his longest of this season. I don't know if that was career long, but that was his longest of the season.
Let's look at some overall team stats here real quick. First downs, Iowa Central has 13, Snow with just 7.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how that changes. Both teams 114 yards rushing at the half, dead even in that category. Badgers averaging a little bit more, 7.1 yards per rush versus 5.2, and I feel like it's been boom or bust. It's been 1 or 2 yards, or it's been 15 to 20 yards.
That's exactly right. Both teams have had a couple of really long plays. Other than that, everything's been kind of shut down. When it's comes as far as first downs concerned, Iowa Central has picked up a few more, but it doesn't feel like anyone's really necessarily controlling the game. It's just a big play here, a big play there.
141 passing yards for Iowa Central to 56 for the Badgers. That's maybe where some of that difference comes in. Total plays, 39 for 255 for Iowa Central, 34 for 170 for the Badger offense. Snow averaging 5 yards per play, 6.54 for Iowa Central. Both teams, a couple of interceptions. Both teams with 1 fumble lost, which is kind of interesting how that all worked out.
And that all came in the second quarter, I believe.
Penalties, Badgers 5 for 96, Iowa Central 7 for 58. The Badger penalties have been a little more consequential at times, and certainly certainly something to keep an eye on in the second half.
And this doesn't even include the last penalty of the game where roughing the kicker. So Snow's going to come in with another 15 yards on top of that, or 10 yards.
It's 15, yeah.
On top of this, starting the second half.
Time of possession's been pretty darn even. Both about have the ball equally. Third down efficiency, Badgers 4 for 9. The Tritons 2 for 6. And then on fourth down, Iowa Central 0 for 1. Badgers yet to attempt a fourth down play there. Let's get you to some individual leaders here at the half. Jace Welsh is 7 of 18 for 56 yards with the 2 picks. Mikhail Paiva, your leading receiver, 2 catches, 33 yards for him, 2 and 10 for C.J. Rabb, the third as well. Matt Wilson, 11 carries, 61 yards and a score. Jace Welsh had a 43-yard rush. I didn't realize that. I knew that was a good long run. 43 yards is a hefty go on a quarterback draw. So then Kazon, 3 carries, 8 yards and a score there for the Badger offense. Defensively, Tayson Reed, your leading tackler with 6. Shocker on that front. He's been so good all season long. Junior Kafusi and Saale Kunuka Williams, both with sacks for the Badgers on that side. As far as defense goes, Matt Alessandro and Mario Williams, each with INTs for the Badgers. A couple pass breakups from Tenny Worthen there as well. On the fumble, I know Court Moon was the one who recovered the fumble, but he didn't return it for anything, so they don't have any numbers on that. But Court did get that fumble there. And then big game for Joseph Brandt, making that 32-yard field goals and PAT is important in a tie game.
They really are. And Coach Erickson does not typically kick a lot of field goals. He hasn't in his whole career at Snow College. And so when you get the opportunity to kick it, don't miss, because if you miss, you might not get another chance. And so good for him.
3 quarterbacks have gotten runs for Iowa Central. Here's the numbers. Taylor is 5 for 8 for 82 yards and a score. Creasy, who probably played the most snaps out of these 3, 3 of 7 with a pick for 59 yards. Purdy's 0 for 2 with a pick.
Okay.
So I would be shocked if we saw Purdy play much in the second half.
Yeah, I would too.
Gilliam, their leading receiver, 3 catches, 62 yards, and a big chunk of that came on the last drive for Gilliam. Chandler, 3 for 46 and a score, 1 for 19 for Williams. Rushing, Taylor, their quarterback, leading rusher, 6 carries, 48 yards. Hall's got 6 for 28. Creasy, 2 for 23. And then Phillip, 4 for 9 and a score on that front. Hall was the one who had the lone fumble in the game for Iowa Central. So those are your halftime stats offensively for Iowa Central. Let's get to their defensive. Topiti, their leading tackler at 6 total tackles. No sacks given up by the Badgers, but a couple quarterback hurries. The interceptions made by Williams and Turner. And that's where we are at the half for stats.
Yeah. It's not a sloppy game by any means. It's just
guys making plays, right? I think that's a big part of it.
And turnovers are coming back to back and things like that. And then just give up of the big plays. That's where it feels boring. Is you have a -1 yard rush, and then a 3-yard rush, and then a -1 yard rush, and then a 30-yard pass play. And it just the game is slow, but it's not an unenjoyable game. It's just
without question, yeah. We'll take a timeout here on our Snow College halftime show. The Badgers and the Tritons tied at 17 and a top 15 bowl matchup. The Game 1 bowl coverage continues next right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
Oh, you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
CentraCom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Once again, your halftime score, it's Iowa Central 17, Snow College 17. The number 10 versus the number 14 junior college programs in the country here inside the UNI Dome. Busy day in college football, even though it's Sunday, because the FBS 12-team playoff was announced.
Yep.
BYU fans not happy to be left out of that, Miami included in it, which stirred some I'm glad Miami got in over Notre Dame, though. They beat them head-to-head.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the bigger problem is I don't know if people are more upset that BYU didn't get in as much as they're upset at some of the teams that did get in. Right. Like, why them over someone else? Why only one from the Big 12? Whereas if Texas was still in the Big 12, would there have been two?
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And so I think that's the issue.
I will say for Miami, former Badger Keontae Scott, one of the best corners in the country, he's going to get a shot.
Yes, he will.
In the college football playoffs. So, major shout-out to Keontae. Good buddy of mine was texting me about this morning. He grew up in Miami. He's a big Canes guy. So we've been debating a little bit. And I did, when they got in, he was excited, and I did tell him, hey, they got a Badger. And he had no idea Keontae had played at Snow. And now this guy lives out here in Utah.
Very cool.
So now he's got a reason to root for the Badgers. Produced one of his top corners that Miami's had. So shout out to Keontae there.
Yeah, Keontae's done a really good job. And he's honestly, he kind of got some good coaches to come to Snow because they would come to look at him. Other guys got offers because of that. Yeah. And so you can thank Keontae on a few things. And one of the nicest guys. Had a really good chance to get to know him that year that he was here. And just a down-to-earth, good person. So good on him.
Yeah, Miami makes the playoff. Two group of 5 teams did because of the way some of these things worked. Both James Madison and Tulane find themselves in the playoffs. So kind of fascinating on that front. It's also an NFL Sunday. Let's get you some scores from around the National Football League. Fun one. Anytime Joe Burrow and Josh Allen play against each other, it gets so fun. Someone almost died.
That's true.
The Damar Hamlin, which has been, I think, 3 years ago now, which is crazy. And what a fantastic story. But Buffalo trails at home to Cincinnati 21-18. Seattle's leading Atlanta 13-6. Browns-Titans, I thought that would be like a 3-0 game with how bad those offenses have been. It's 17-14 at the half. So how about that for the Cleveland Browns? And again, the Titans, we talked about them because they look an awful lot like this Triton team as far as uniforms go. Tough time to be a Tennessee fan. Minnesota leading Washington 17-0. J.J. McCarthy looking a lot better today for the Vikings, just not too far from where we're at, about a 3.5-hour drive from where we're at. where our layovers were yesterday. There in Minnesota. Dolphins lead the Jets 24-7. I picked the Jets this week, and I don't know why, but I did.
Well, it's because they were playing the Dolphins, and you never know what you're getting out of the Dolphins. But I don't know if I'd ever pick the Jets over the last 10 years. I don't know if I'd pick them 20 years later.
You know, yeah, I don't. I think the last time the New York Jets made the playoffs was my sophomore year of high school. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Buccaneers Saints 10-7 for the Bucs at the half. Colts and Jaguars. Jacksonville dominating 28-10. Daniel Jones likely torn Achilles.
Ouch, that hurts.
So, and then Anthony Richardson, who's their backup, fractured his eye. Did you hear about this?
No.
He fractured. This was about a month ago. He was using a warm-up band.
Okay.
It snapped, fractured his eye socket.
You know, that's scary because you separate a retina or something like that. You got to deal with major eye surgery and things like that. You could go blind. That's crazy. I didn't know. I had not heard that.
And he's been out. So our producer just Googled the Jets thing. Yeah, 2010 season. That was my sophomore year of high school.
2000. So we're talking 15 years.
I was in the friend zone in 2010.
It's crazy.
And the Jets have not been in the playoff end zone since then. So Joe was in sixth. Oh, wow. Okay, Joe was in sixth. Wow. Wowie, wow. Okay. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. That's a big one in what's been a bad AFC North this year. This is for the division lead. They're both 6-6. Pittsburgh's up 17-9 at halftime there. So a couple games later this afternoon, your Packers. Big game there with Chicago. Massive game.
Yep.
With the Bears.
Must win for the Packers to get there, you know. It's been a weird year.
It's been kind of a weird. Yeah, my brother, who's the diehard Packer fan, he'll be at his 7th game of the year next week in Denver. Has said the same thing. He says there's weeks they look just absolutely like Super Bowl contenders, and the next week you lose to Carolina.
I know. You sit there and you go, am I watching the same team? I don't know.
Yeah. Rams Cardinals later. I have zero expectation for that. Please beat us, Rams, so we can get a good quarterback, good draft pick to get rid of Kyler Murray. I'll say it at that, which I think is the plan at this point. And then later tonight, Texans Chiefs. So we'll take another 2-minute break. When we come back, your second half about to get underway. We'll have keys to the second half as well. It's the Badgers and the Tritons tied at 17 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
Second half, hoping to get underway. Badgers a little slow coming out. Coaches are making their way out. Coach Wilson's out on the field, the defensive coordinator. But
yeah, it's kind of weird that
they're still not out here
so late.
The Tritons out warming up. There is 1 minute on the clock. It was a 20-minute halftime too, so I'd imagine you had plenty of time to relay message and that kind of a thing. And the kickers have been out. The snapper and kicker have been out, which is pretty common in football. They're always the first out of the locker room.
And with all
not a lot you need to adjust as far as your mechanic. This is the adjustment, as now the Badgers do come out here onto the field. So
you almost wonder, with all the coaches being out here, if they says you guys figure it out, how you want to proceed when it comes to energy and things like that. Maybe let them kind of fight it out for a second and get pumped up. I don't know.
Nate, let's talk keys to the second half.
Sure.
That was a wild second quarter. 6 total turnovers, and it was interesting how some turnovers were capitalized on, right? Others were not, and I think that may be what this second half comes down to, is who's going to capitalize on the other team's mistake.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if you see passes start to go more to checkdowns to try to reduce the amount of interceptions you can have. Neither one of these quarterbacks, one of these three quarterbacks, I should say, has really done very well throwing the ball deep downfield. Honestly, my key is Mario Williams has had 6 yards to carry on average, right? So I don't think you go away from the run. I think we got to give a different look to get the run to open up. And I liked the two-back set they originally were running versus the single back, the pistol set. That's just me. Coaches know better than I do, right, on what they want to do. That's just my opinion. That seemed to work, and I would probably go back to it.
That's why we're up here.
That's exactly right.
And Coach Erickson's doing his thing down there. So second half, again, that penalty is going to be enforced on this kickoff. So the Badgers do get the football to start the second half. What you're likely going to see here, if it's a 15-yarder, it's going to put it near midfield. So Northern Iowa or Iowa Central, had no issues putting it in the end zone from 35, I'd imagine. So then, when you're near midfield, you get a little greedy. Go onside kick.
17-17, you're at midfield. That is not something that I would not consider. That was like a double negative, right? I would consider an onside kick here, especially if your front line of Snow is sitting like 12 yards back, right? Because if you're lining up on where we're going to be at the 50.
Yeah.
So if Snow is sitting on like the 38 or the 37, like they are right now, I consider it. It really, if Snow's first step is backwards, if that's what they've seen, then I probably would. Because what does it hurt? Snow recovers on the 40, the 41.
Yeah. The ball's got to go 10 yards if they do elect to do that. So second half about to get underway here, tied at 17 in the Game 1 Bowl, live from the UNI Dome in Cedar Falls. And they're just going to boot this high, and it goes out of bounds. That was worst case scenario for the Tritons.
Worst case scenario because I see what they were trying to do, just kind of pooch it up there and let your defense get down and catch Snow in like the 10 to 15-yard line, kicking it out of bounds. Now you're on the 35.
Wow.
You might as well have kicked it onside. At least you had a chance to get the ball back.
Wow. That's a huge, huge blunder to start the second half.
See, I mean, I would rather see that penalty.
Why are they placing it at the 20?
Shouldn't be at the 20. Should be a 30.
Coach Erickson saying the same thing.
It's a kick out of bounds. It's not a touchback.
That's worse. A touchback gets it to the 25, so that's worse. How? Wow.
And that's what Coach Erickson's talking about. He's like, how is it? It's a kick out of bounds. It should be on the 35-yard lines. Unless are they saying, okay, it should be on the 35 and now we're going to implement the penalty after the kick?
I don't think you can do that, though.
But you can't because you assessed it on the 50. This doesn't make any sense to me. It should be on the 35-yard line.
Wow.
There will be an extra 5 yards since the ball went out at the 20. 5 yards added on. Ball's at the 25-yard line. First down.
Should be at the
that
35.
Still doesn't
regardless.
make sense. Wow.
It's still an illegal kicking. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
they call that?
Legal kick out of bounds.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's fascinating. I want to talk to Zach after the game about
curious
that.
On that.
Very curious. As Welsh takes a low snap, it's going to be a give to Kazan and bottled up quickly. Had an initial push, and it's going to be a loss of a yard on the play for Iowa Central. Coming up with that stop, the linebacker or the defensive lineman, Jaleel Muhammad. And it's a loss of a yard.
Sometimes I wonder if Kazan is trying to be too patient because if he would have just taken that ball and hit the hole, he would have picked up yardage instead of trying to find and wait for the hole to open up bigger.
Second down and 11. Second play here, and Freddie DeBow got a little happy feet. It's a false start. What was a wonky second quarter is turning into a wonky second half. My goodness. So 2nd and 11 becomes 2nd and 16 here for the Badger offense as they'll bring the two tight ends out. Go with 3 receivers far right. Single receiver near side of the left is DeBow. Welsh with Kazan Villa at his hip. Back to pass on 2nd and long. Welsh going to take a shot over the middle. It's Paiva. What a snag for Mikhail Paiva over the middle again. Took a little bit of a shot, held on to the football, and it's a first down for the Badgers out to the 38.
It's a great throw, and he caught him in stride. Paiva went up for it, and I would love to see a little more throws like that from Jace Welsh than underthrown balls.
First down and 10. Single receiver to either side. A low snap. The give to Kazan. Follows that lead block, falls forward. It's a gain of a yard, maybe 2 on the play for Kazan Villa. Coming up with the tackle, Joey Evans. Kind of plays in that slot safety. So he's almost like a hybrid safety linebacker.
Yep.
2nd down and 8 now for the Badger offense. 13-17 remaining here in the third, just starting the second half, tied at 17. 2 receivers far side, single near side for Jace Welsh. Jace takes the snap, gives Kazan right side. Big block off the side, but it's met immediately. He had space, and like you said, might have been a little too patient coming off the other side for Iowa Central. It's Jaden Wilson-Abrams.
Yeah, because he really actually had the angle. He just, when he cut back is when he got caught up into the defense. And I just, run and pick up the 3.
Got to go north and south a little more than east and west. So 3rd down and 8 here for the Badger offense. They go with 2 receivers near side. Single receiver far right, a single tight end near to the left as well. Single back is Villa at the hip of Jace Welsh. On 3rd down, play action. Welsh back to pass. Pocket holds well. Jace rolling to his right. Pumps, throws, caught. But it's not going to be enough for a first down. Nope. Maybe only a yard or 2 as Cale McCoy was the receiver who came up, and now flags fly. This is going to be fascinating. We had one of these that really benefited Snow against Iowa Central earlier.
And the way, is it number 5 right there with his hands on his hip, the way he's kind of body language tells me that this is on Iowa Central again.
They're talking to Coach Erickson here, and then another official conversation's happening right near that sideline.
Possibly late hit out of bounds?
Let's see here. Yeah. So sometimes you see this with tight ends or receivers. If they're covered up, they cannot become. That means they're ineligible.
Correct. Yeah. So the tight end is up on the line. The outside receiver is also on the line, making this receiver ineligible. That's correct.
So that's going to be a punt. Either way, it was going to be a punt situation there for the Badgers as the punt unit will come back out. Snow did pick up a first down, but the drive stalls near midfield as Joseph Brandt will send this away. I believe this is his 5th punt tonight, or this afternoon. 2 o'clock here in Iowa Central Time, hitting 1 o'clock back in good old Ephraim. As Brandt will look to send this away on 4th down and 13. Snap's good. Brandt's plenty of time, gives it a good boot. His best punt of the day. Wow, a hot fair catch called for back at the 22. The receiver had to go down and grab it. I believe that was Kadarius Williams, the defensive back, who went back to make the fair catch. And if I'm him, I would have let that bounce, but a good decision to catch it if you can catch it, and he certainly did there. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Tritons, their first possession to start half number 2. With 12 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. So Badgers got moving a little bit, drive stalls. See what Iowa Central elects to do. They do run DeMarcus Creasy out at quarterback. In my opinion, they've had the most success with Trevon Taylor.
They have. So I'm not sure the logic, but I'm sure they have some reason behind it.
Again, why they coach and we announce,
that's exactly,
right?
That's exactly right. We're trying to figure out what's going on in their brain, and we shouldn't do that, and I shouldn't do it. So let's see what happens.
That's why you and I play Madden.
That's right.
Instead. 1st down and 10, the give, and eaten up immediately in the backfield. Jaden Wright lays the wood on CJ Phillip, the tailback. An excellent job coming out of the backfield and being disruptive to start the second half.
Yeah, when you come across, he just cut right down the backside of the offensive line and picked up the running back. It was a really good read.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 11 after the loss. Snap, back to pass. Going to take a shot down this far side. Defensive back turning and making a play, or as the linebacker, guess who? Jaden Wright. I was thinking turn your head, and he did it the perfect second. Broke up the pass from Creasy, trying to get that downfield to Marcellus Chandler.
Yeah, I did too. I was in my head saying, please turn your head to not get a pass interference call right here, because he had him locked up really well. And he just got his head turned just enough, and the officials left it alone. It was good defense.
Jaden Wright, certainly a candidate for St. Pete Steel Man of the game, just
absolutely.
based off the first 2 plays of this quarter for him defensively. The snap to Creasy. Badgers bring pressure. Creasy rolls out. He's going to take off and run. The Badgers get there. Creasy goes down about 3 yards shy. So Snow is able to contain at the end of the day. It'll be 4th down and 2, and the punt unit's going to come right back out here for Iowa Central.
What's crazy with Creasy is he's such a strong quarterback, because he was hit about the 28-yard line and still dragged it 3 more yards.
Yeah, I thought, there's no way he's going to get this. Yes. But the way he was moving forward, I thought maybe momentum's going to carry him to the 1st down marker. Not the case, as the punt unit does come back out as Ty Purdy, who this will be as many punts as he's had throws today. He's thrown 2 passes. Now this is his 2nd punt. Badgers got there in a hurry, but what a boot from Purdy. As Stephon Sellers tracks back, gets it, sheds 1 tackle, heads down the sideline, is out of bounds about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Badgers. They'll mark him officially, I think, at the 26, where they'll have 1st and 10. So Snow forces the 3 and out, does a nice job there. Jaden Wright, though, both getting to in the backfield and then out in coverage, doing a little bit of everything.
He's done a really good job so far this game, just to be where he's supposed to be and make the plays, and hopefully he can continue on and somebody else steps up as well.
1st down and 10 at the 26-yard line for the Badger offense. 10:33 to go here before halftime. Excuse me, before the end of the 3rd. What am I talking about? I'm still in basketball mode. I haven't called a football game in almost a month. I made the mental switch, and so now fun to make it back. 2 to either side as Cale McCoy now comes in motion. It's going to be an option read for Cale. 10 right side, and just no room on that far side. An excellent tackle from Iowa Western's number 20, Ahmad Grayer, the freshman from Chicago. It's a loss of 3 on the play. Jace probably would have been better just to keep that one himself.
Well, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Usually you're reading that defensive end, and when the defensive end went upfield, it leaves the hole for the quarterback to run through it. And so I was surprised that he actually didn't pull that ball back and keep it himself. 2nd
down and 13 after the loss of 3. Welsh gets a new call in from the sideline here, with 9:56 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Snap to Jace, back to pass. Only 3 brought. He's going to take the shot from McCoy. And Cale makes a great catch, but he was clearly out of bounds. Yeah. So that'll bring up 3rd down and long now. Only where Cale could get it.
That's it.
Problem is,
it was 3 yards out of bounds.
Yeah. And an excellent snag by Cale. I mean, to go up and get that. But, yeah, we'll bring up 3rd and long here for the Badger offense.
It's hard because I have not seen a lot of 3rd and short for Snow today, right? It's been 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12 right here, 3rd and, and which forces you to throw the ball, which gives a cushion on the defense and makes it really hard to pick up those 3rd downs.
2 receivers to either side. Paiva comes out of the backfield this time. Jace throws right at the sticks, and if that ball was just a yard further, the defender fell down. C.J. Rabb made the snag at the 35. They needed to get to the 36. So it'll be 4th and short. And for now, the offense is staying out there.
Yeah, and this is textbook Coach Erickson move here. You're 4th and 1. It's definitely a risk, right? You don't get it, and you pretty much set Iowa Central up to score here on their drive. But he's not afraid to go for it, and I don't hate him for it.
4th and 1, Badgers. It's a shotgun formation, and now you're not going for it because Stephon Sellers moved. So it's been interesting. That's 2 false starts by receivers on this near side to us towards the booth. I'm not sure if they're not hearing correctly on that far side or what the situation is, but now Snow College for sure going to punt this away.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because obviously Snow's trying to get the defense to jump, right? That was the whole focus of that. And to have your offensive receiver jump makes it very difficult as a coaching staff.
Brandt to punt this away. Another beautiful punt from Joseph Brandt. Fair catch called for. No, he did not call fair catch, and the Badgers get down.
I actually think that the defense thought he did because they didn't hit him right away.
And then he started.
And then as soon as he made his step, that's when he got hit.
And that's the smart thing to do in a way. You don't want to get a roughing a kick catch interference type call. But the Badgers special teams does a nice job. How about the last 2 punts from Joseph Brandt?
It's been amazing. He's gotten the yardage he needs off his foot to get Iowa Central back to where they need to be. So,
scoreboard this afternoon brought to you by Utah Heritage Credit Union and Mount Pleasant, Ephraim, Moroni, and Gunnison. Proud to sponsor Snow College Sports. Tied at 17, under 9 to go here in the third quarter. Back in at quarterback, it is Creasy. He takes off and runs. Huge hole for Creasy. Second level, stays on his feet. Gets to the 44-yard line. What a run from Creasy, making multiple guys miss. That's a big chunk and a big first down for Iowa Central, their first of the second half.
Yeah, Mario Williams had a beat on him, and he just made a little head move that made him miss and picked up another 3 or 4 yards at the end of that run.
First down and 10. Back to pass, Creasy. Rolling to his left now. Tayson Reed comes up as the spy. He makes Tayson miss, falls down for a gain of 7. That does not happen very often.
No, it does not.
Mario Williams was able to get over there to help finish him off. And that will bring up second down and 3 now after the gain of 7.
You mentioned Madden, and that was a couple of Madden-type
spin
moves.
The juke, yeah. They give him 6, so second down and 4. Badgers just show 3 at the line of scrimmage. Back to run up the gut, and a first down run from Ethan Johnson. DeMarcus Creasy with the handoff. That's another first down for Iowa Central. They're starting to smell something here, Nate, as they go no huddle.
They are, and they're seeing something in the defensive line, the hole there that's I'm hoping.
And now we got Badger offside. Meke Fasotolua jumping offside. Or excuse me, that was Emili Pawnee, who's going to have to sub out.
Goes from bad to worse.
There's a flag on the far side as well. Yeah, and it is offside. So 5 yards. First down at 5. Snow got gifted one of those with the illegal substitution, and it was about at the same junction of the field.
It was.
So first and 10 for Iowa Central. And quarterback DeMarcus Creasy. They're going to go 2 receivers near side, single to the far left. Single back set is Ethan Johnson. Tony Terry, the sophomore tight end, kind of sitting in the backfield as well. Snap, Creasy, give, left side run, following that lead blocker, first down and then some, and touchdown saving tackle over on that far side by Tenny Worthen, but an excellent Ethan Johnson starting to get going a little bit.
Yeah, the hole's opening up quite a bit for the offensive line for Iowa Central, and it's this running game right now. Both quarterback and running backs are picking up big chunks of yards. Snow's got to tighten up somewhere, and I'm not sure if you bring a linebacker up to fill the holes or what. But
2 receivers near side, single receiver far left for Creasy.
I would imagine Iowa Central's going to take a shot at the end zone right here.
And they're going to run it up the middle with Johnson. Still a good push on first down, a gain of 3 from Johnson. Bring up second down. We've got 6:13 remaining here in quarter number 3. No one has scored. For how long the second quarter took, boy, we are humming here in quarter number 3.
Well, and that's what happens when the run game works and you don't have a ton of penalties. The clock just continues to run. And
not a lot of change of possession, right? Turnover-wise, anything like that. So Creasy now with it inside the 5th at the 14-yard line. Claps the hands, takes the snap. He's going to run again with Johnson up the gut, keeps the legs churning, falls forward. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but a good opportunity here is Mario Williams having some word with one of the offensive linemen, and we got a lot going on over here. Some words being said and no flags being thrown, which I like. Let's just get guys back and settle them down.
Yep.
So 3rd and 3. It was a gain of 4 on 2nd and 7. 3rd down and 3. This is a big 3rd down. Even if Iowa Central gets a couple more yards here, I think they go for it. If not, you got a kicker well within his range, so an important down here either way.
Yeah, you're in a good position if you are Iowa Central, because you should come out of this with points.
Play fake, roll to the left. Creasy rolls now to his right, being chased, and Tayson Reed cannot quite get him, and Creasy's just going to go out of bounds. Does he get the first down? They're going to mark him a yard shy, or are they going to give it to him? Boy, this is going to be insanely close where they give him this.
So they've put it on the 7-yard line.
They say 4th down. They're going to say 4th down and inches here for the Tritons.
Wow.
That's massive.
I'm surprised they're not a measurement or anything, because it's, nope, they go first down.
Oh, they did give it to him.
First down.
So they give him 1st and goal. He stepped out of bounds right around that 7-yard line, and that's always difficult to guard. So here we go. 2 receivers far left, single receiver near side for Creasy.
That's a false start on the center.
Everyone but the center, maybe. I saw that called in the BYU Texas Tech game yesterday. It was a snap infringement on Texas Tech. Usually, yeah. So it was the center in this case. You were right.
I saw him kind of lift his back up before the snap.
The center is usually the last. He's the one person who never false starts. Center and quarterback are the two that don't do it, and so that backs Iowa Central back up to the 12. We're still 1st and goal. Creasy in shotgun, single back at his left hip is Johnson. 2 receivers far left, single receiver to the right. The give is to Johnson. He's eaten up in the backfield. And the ball's free. The Badgers have it. Jaden Wright's got it at the 20. Sa'ale Nuka Williams with the tackle in the backfield. Forced the fumble. Jaden Wright in the right place at the right time. Badgers get it back with another red zone stop.
Yeah, what a fortunate turn of events for the Badgers and unfortunate for the Titans. But, when he got wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, when he rolled, he actually never rolled on the ground. He rolled on top of the defender, and then the ball came loose. So great fumble, and hopefully now Snow can capitalize on this.
Badgers now lead the turnover battle 4-3. That's the 2nd fumble for Iowa Central. Their 4th turnover, though, of the game. Both teams had 3 turnovers apiece, all in the 2nd quarter. As now Matt Wilson sees his first snaps of the 2nd half. Badgers go 2 receivers to either side here for Jace Welsh. Welsh takes the snap, going to give to Wilson. Wilson falls left side, sheds 1 tackle, just gets corralled, though, after a gain of a yard. Good open field play by number 24, Christian Barney, the sophomore linebacker from North Liberty, Iowa.
Yeah, these Titans are actually really relentless on spreading the field out. I mean, when Snow tries to bounce outside, they're just able to bounce right out with them. But Mario Williams is such a strong runner. I hope they keep going there.
And we talked about this in pregame, haven't since the start of the game, but Iowa Central doing this without Taylor Schaefer, one of the leading tacklers in junior college football, a Wisconsin commit. They've been without him today. 3:11 to go here in the quarter. Low snap. Jace picks it up. Welsh is going to roll out to his right. Going to throw for the far sideline, and that is dangerous, but it's called in and caught by Stephon Sellers.
That was a great catch. It hit him right in the gut. What a throw on the run.
Through the defender's hands, too, over on the sideline. What a throw from Jace Welsh. Stephon Sellers just kind of sitting right there on the sideline, makes the snag. Badgers have a Douglas Dentistry first down out of the 44-yard line.
Yeah, on that play, it's almost enticing for the quarterback to just take my 3 yards they're going to give me here if I just keep running the ball and way to take a chance.
He had Matt Wilson open in the flat, too. I thought that's where he was going to go, and Jace saw better than we did. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far right. The give is to Wilson on first down, a run up the gut. Matt's just going to get 2 yards here, as that will bring up 2nd down and 8. The gut has not been there for Snow, but then getting to the outside, that's been relatively covered well as also by this defense.
Yeah, and what you kind of hope, even right here, right? You're 2nd and 8. You hope you pick up 3-4 yards here, make you a 3rd manageable, and not worst case scenario penalty. Right now you're 2nd and 13, and that's what they don't want either. So
2 receivers near side. Yeah. Single to the right for Welsh. It's a give. Wilson left side. They do get that edge, and Matt's with a hurdle. Stays on his feet. 40. Still going 35 down to the 30. It. Matt Wilson getting airborne and takes it in to Triton territory inside the 30. What a run from Matt.
And that's where Matt's the most dangerous, because if you're trying to take him down as a cornerback or even a small safety, good luck, right? He's so strong. And so that's why you keep feeding him. He's going to get your ones, your twos, and next thing you know, he gets 15.
1st and 10 for the Badgers. They'll mark him down at the 31-yard line. Minute 17 to go here in the third. A relatively uneventful third. No points scored, only 1 turnover. Play clock's at 10 here. Badgers got to get going. Play clock at 7. At 6, and Coach Erickson going to take the timeout. He's hot. Didn't like the casualness his team was operating with after the big run. It's a Central Valley Medical Center timeout. We'll take it right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and CentraCom and SnowTV.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Welcome back on in. Badgers 1st down and 10 after the big run from Matt Wilson. Kind of casual there, Nate. They spend their first Cache Valley Bank timeout, or Central Valley Medical Center timeout of the half. Play action here. Welsh runs out of time in a hurry. Throws it downfield, has a man. It's Paiva, and it's bobbled. Incomplete. Oh, he had a shot on it, and the pass broken up by the safety, Christian Barney.
He did. Paiva actually had that right in his hands. It just kind of slopped out of there. What a good throw. I like it.
Speaking of Badger running backs, Jalen Warren just scored a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Gosh.
Right on cue. So
right on cue.
Yeah, happened to look down after that incompletion, and Jalen was off to the races. So
it's been really fun over the years to get to know these players that have moved on, not only Division I, but the NFL. And people don't realize how nice of guys these players really are.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch them succeed in life.
2nd down and 10 now for Welsh. Play clock at 3 at 2. Gets the snap off, gives Wilson. Wilson tripped up left side. An excellent tackle in the backfield, number 23. That is Mason Chandler, the freshman linebacker. We've called his name a couple times tonight. Only a gain of a yard. 3rd down and 9 now for the Badger offense. Starting to kind of sit in that no man's land, too.
Mm-hmm.
Snow will make some substitutions here.
Looks like you got to get one play off before the end of the quarter.
Yep, about a 1.5 seconds, 2-second difference. As Welsh is in the gun, trips far side, single near side, single back is Wilson. Welsh in shotgun, takes the snap, screen pass to Matt. Catch and block out front. Wilson goes for the 1st down, and he's going to get it. The blocking by the receivers on the outside, the combination of Sellers along with Paiva and Villa. Should be a 1st down for the Badgers. Oh, it is the end of the quarter. Would you look at that? For as long as quarter number 2 was.
3 was pretty quick.
3 was pretty quick. We'll be right back. 4th quarter action next, tied at 17 here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
Expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
"15 minutes left here in the season for both these teams. Tied at 17. The Badgers driving inside the 20 on our Utah Heritage Credit Union scoreboard. Nate, I like the play call before the break there.
That was great.
That screen pass.
Yeah, get Matt Wilson in the open. You know, let a defensive back have to make a tackle.
Quarterback run for Jace Welsh. Gets a good chunk on first down. A gain of 4 for Jace will bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, I like the call on first down. You know, this play here, you pick up another 4. Now it's 3rd and 2. Like, those are the third downs you want. And we just, you know, Snow College hasn't been able to produce many of those yet.
So second down and 6 now after the gain of 4 from Welsh. Sellers has got ahead of the sideline here. Badgers go with 2 far side. Split back set here with the tight end, Miles Peters, the Central Michigan commit, on the near side. Welsh brings Vila out in motion. They get it to Kazan. It's read perfectly. Kazan makes the catch. Sheds a block to the 5. Dives for the pylon. Let's see what they call here. I think they're going to say touchdown. They rule it a touchdown.
I'll tell you what, the second effort from Pava on that, or via, is huge. That's both touchdowns has been based on a second effort after contact. What a great catch and run.
We got the Badger coaches right next to us, and we just heard "Let's go Q." What an excellent catch and run. That was read perfectly.
Uh-huh. Yep, just didn't make the tackle.
Wait a minute here. They ruled touchdown, and now they're saying...
Yeah, far official ruled a touchdown.
And that's what Coach Erickson's saying here.
And now they've pushed it back, and they're going to rule him down at the 1.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Get your offense back out there, Coach.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Wow. They wind the clock here. So the offense has got to go back out there. Play clock's at 21.
That's unfortunate because we all saw the far official at the pylon.
That's what the broadcaster looks for. That's why everyone waits on the official.
Touchdown.
That's really unfortunate. First and goal either way, right at the 1 yard line. Welsh under center.
3.
Going to take it, pitch it to Matt. Right side, 5, into the end zone. Matt Wilson caps it off 4-6.
And that was a good, strong run by Matt Wilson. You know he wasn't going to be denied going into the end zone that time. A lot of extracurricular chalking down there.
So that was wild. And I think what Zach was frustrated, it wasn't communicated to him that it wasn't a touchdown, though, because the one official signaled it. They're celebrating, and then nothing was said. All of a sudden it was just at the 1 yard line.
And then they're at the 1, and he's supposed to get his team lined up.
So Badgers now, the swinging gate is out. It will come in motion, and they will set up for a regular PAT here. With 13:36 to go, Snow takes a 23-17 lead. Snaps good, hold good, kick even better as Brandt's PAT makes it 24-17. Badgers over the Tritons. We'll be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Welcome back on in. Badgers make it 24-17, a massive massive touchdown there for Snow College with 13:36 remaining. That was a big drive.
Sure was.
Nate.
It absolutely was, and I'd love to see Snow College be able to do that again on their next drive, because then you start to feel like they're starting to click. I just felt like the offense has just not been able to make connections, and this last drive, that the throws were there, the catches were there.
The play calling was excellent.
Play calling was great. So
yeah. So here we go. Badgers to kick off from the 35-yard line. Joseph Brandt's punts have been fantastic in this second half. We'll see how his kicking is on a kickoff here. Sends this one high, deep, fielded by Chandler at the 6. 10, 15, 20, forced out of bounds at the sideline, and we're going to get a block in the back.
You sure are.
Hurt the coaches again next door. Yelling block in the back, and that is what we are going to get. And that's going to back the Tritons up, force them to go nearly the length of the field.
Well, and number 11 for the Tritons has had that same block twice now on kickoffs. I've seen it both times. And both times it was blocked in the back. And it's really easy to get a big hit when someone's not looking. And that's how you cause injuries. And so I'm surprised that he didn't get called on it the last time, too.
So the block in the back will put them back at the 14-yard line? No, even further back.
Well, it should be like on the 7 or 8.
Right at the 6, 7, 7?
7.
7's where they're going to put it. So 1st and 10 for the Tritons. Chance for the Badger defense to make a statement here. Now back up 7 here in the fourth quarter. 2 receivers near side. Single to the far side brings a man in motion. Back in at quarterback, it's Taylor. Or no, it is Creasy again. He escapes the sack. Now comes out and runs with it. Going to slide forward, cause 2 Snow defenders to collide to each other. And a little push afterwards. Out front, it'll be a gain of 9 yards. So 2nd down and a yard to go now for the Triton offense.
Yeah, and Creasy's done that a couple of times. He sees the pocket collapse, and there's always been a little hole either on his left or his right side, and he's taking advantage of it, and shoestring tackles just aren't bringing him down.
2nd down and a yard to go. 2 receivers to either side here for Creasy. DeMarcus claps the hands, takes the snap, back to pass on 2nd down, rolls out to his right, being flushed out. Creasy throws it back across. He's got a receiver open, makes the catch, and the ball pops out. It's loose. Tayson Reed forced it. Are they going to rule him down?
They're going to rule him down.
They rule the receiver down at the 39-yard line. Tayson Reed with the tackle to force that out, but they rule the receiver down. Marcellus Chandler with the catch. They're going to mark it at the 39, 1st and 10 for the Tritons.
Yeah, Creasy's done a really good job of just keeping the play going. And receiver was wide open in the middle of the field, so props to them. But
you usually say no when your quarterback throws back across his body like that, not when a receiver's that open. Creasy, option run off the right side, and it's a good push on 1st down, still going, and this is going to get blown dead after a gain of 5. So overall, good running from the tailback. Getting that carry is C.J. Phillip, the redshirt freshman from Des Moines. It's a gain of 5 yards, 2nd down and 5 now for Iowa Central. 11:46 to go here in the fourth quarter on our Utah Heritage Credit Union scoreboard. What does the Badger defense have left in them after a great third quarter here? Creasy back to pass. Pocket collapses. He is going to go down. A massive sack from Caleb Miller. Big time play from the Badger defensive line. Miller
Creasy's
sacks
hurt.
him. And
Looks like he maybe got stepped on his foot.
I think he's frustrated too.
Yes, he is. As him, and he's John at his offensive guard right there to lock in.
So a loss of 6 on the play. Big 3rd and 11 here now, following the Caleb Miller sack. Creasy in shotgun, 2 to either side. Badgers show blitz. They bring it. Creasy, pocket collapses. He's got nowhere to go, and he's going to go down.
Oh, that's a huge sack.
Tayson Reed gets it for the Badgers. It's 4th down, and the punt unit will come back out for Iowa Central. Back-to-back sacks for the Badger defense.
That's like a 13-yard sack right there. That is a huge sack.
Let's do the math here. They snapped it from the 38.
Now they're on the 23.
15-yard
15-yard loss. That's a huge sack.
Caleb Miller got the first one. Tayson Reed the second one. As the punt will come here from Purdy. The snap is good. Punts away.
Oh,
a sidewinding kick and a roughing the punter.
Running into the punter, roughing the punter.
If it's roughing, it's 15 and automatic. If it's running into, it's just 5 yards.
That's right. And based on the way he was hit, he sold the punter sold it, but he wasn't roughed. Like it was running into, but he sold it, and I'm wondering if they're going to give him a roughing the kicker.
I think that's what the conversation is here. Is this running into or roughing?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. That is a backbreaker for the Badgers.
That is so unfortunate because you may it didn't need to happen, from the Snow College standpoint. Just let him kick it. That's unfortunate.
That is a backbreaker. You got back-to-back sacks.
Still not even the original. It's not even an original yard of scrimmage yet. Like that's the sad thing is the 15 yards still puts him a yard back from the original line of scrimmage. That's how big that penalty was. It was basically a 25-yard swing in a sense.
So the back-to-back sacks now negated due to trying to think of the professional word to say, not good penalty.
It was a judgment call, and that's what's hard is when you have judgment calls. It was a penalty. It just was a
without
5-yard
question.
penalty.
And I'm saying on Snow, not a good time to have
correct.
it. The catch over on the far side, complete, forced out of bounds. The catch and run by C.J. Jackson, the sophomore from Seattle, moves the sticks, and now Iowa Central has some new life as they get the first down. Wow, that we are going to be talking about that potentially at the end of this game.
Oh, absolutely, because the momentum completely was shifted. 2 big sacks, punt. Next thing you know, you give them the ball right back, and instead of running 7 minutes off this clock.
Creasy takes the snap. It's a give. Left side run. Bouncing off tackles. First down and then some. Second level to the 30-yard line of Snow College. An excellent run from C.J. Phillip as he takes it down inside to the 30-yard line. So now Iowa Central, with 9:02 to go, has it deep in Snow territory. Boy, this game is flipped. Each time we think we get a hold on this game, a penalty, a turnover, a big play of some kind happens. Creasy in shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass. Pocket collapses. Creasy rolls out. Right chases. Creasy throws. It's dropped. Incomplete. His receiver was open. The defender fell down in Tenny Worthen, and unable to make the catch was Jackson. So it'll be second down, a break there for Snow College.
It sure was, because Worthen, I think, made a little contact when he fell, and the receiver was wanting, I think, almost like a personal pass interference. But big break for Snow right there, and hopefully we can make another stop on this play here.
Second down and 10 now. 2 receivers far side, single near side for DeMarcus Creasy. Badgers show blitz. Creasy claps the hands. They'll run right side, and the Badgers do well to bottle up. Very little, maybe a yard on the play for C.J. Phillip.
That's a flop.
And now
no
flag's been thrown, but they're not going to throw a flag on this, I don't think.
No, they're not. It was interesting because Mario Williams and number 74 locked up. Mario got him on his back, or there was a little extracurricular pull in and push, which is common with the line,
sure.
Right? You're just going to drive, and then Mario got up into his face and he fell down like he got hit hard, and so you're kind of trying to sell some kind of a extracurricular stuff, and Mario's got to be really careful.
So 3rd and 9, that could have been disastrous again for Snow College. There was no call. Trips near side, single receiver right, 3rd and 9 here for the quarterback. Back to pass. Rolls to his left, running out of time. Now runs to the right, has all kinds of room. It's going to be a first down and then some for Creasy as he's out of bounds inside the 10. Rolled to his right, drew all the defenders that way on the left side, and then took off to the right side for a massive first down run.
He's a very elusive back. Coach Erickson wanting a holding penalty on the receiver on the far side because his defender couldn't get away to make the tackle. Not going to get it. You know, there's just it's a physical game. It's good. I love it.
7:10 to go. A lot of time has come off the clock on this drive here for Iowa Central. It's been extended first with a penalty and then multiple first down runs. Creasy in shotgun. 2 receivers near side, single to the far right. Claps the hands. Play action. Creasy lofts it for the back out of the backfield. The catch is made. Dallin Sweat with a touchdown-saving tackle as the catch made out of the backfield from Sincere Brown, who kind of came in motion.
Sure is. I haven't seen a lot of Dallin today, but that was a great way to pursue to that ball and made a life-saving catch or a tackle there.
2nd down and 5. 6:32 to go here in the ball game. Iowa Central with 2 receivers to the far right. This has been an incredibly long drive.
Sure has been.
Creasy brings that tight end from right to both tight ends from right to left on 2nd down and goal. Creasy option gives to the back on the left side, heading for the end zone on the far side. No signal. Touchdown. That is the signal from the far side official. As the Tritons find themselves on the board, another penalty marker comes in after the play, though. A lot of chirping going on out there.
A lot of chirping.
See what this penalty call is here. I don't think it's going to negate the touchdown in any way whatsoever. It was well after the play.
Looks like it's an unsportsmanlike.
So they'll enforce it on the kickoff. So that was a 7-minute, 34-second drive.
Yeah. Yeah, and it all came from a roughing the kicker when you're 4th and 25 or whatever that yardage was. Like that was a big penalty.
Trejo to add on the extra point, and it is good. And now we got more pushing and shoving going on. No flags there. We'll take a break. 6:02 to go. Tied at 24. Badgers and Tritons continue next.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, San Pete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Welcome back on in. There's booing going on. I don't know what for, but there's booing going on.
I'm not sure either.
No idea. 6:02 to go. What a ball game. Tied at 24 here. 7 plays, 62-yard drive for Iowa Central. And boy, what a fun bowl game. This is what bowl games are meant to be, right? End your season on a high note
100%.
for one of these teams, and it's been just back and forth and a lot of fun as the approach will go in for a touchback. This might go through the goalposts. And it did.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. Great field goal.
Technically a 60-yarder, if you want to get technical there.
Trying to get crazy with it, right?
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Badger offense now. And boy, after they sat for a good hot minute, obviously a 7-minute drive there from Iowa Central. And the Badger offense now comes out. You need points one way or the other here. 6 minutes to go.
This is a big drive for Snow College because if you don't score or if you go a 3 and out, it's going to be very hard to stop this Iowa Central offense.
First down for Jace Welsh. That gives to Matt Wilson. Matt tries to get to that outside. Runs into his own man and then runs a man over, but it's going to be for a loss. Kind of cut at the wrong time there, Nate.
He did. He got to where he needed to be, and it just broke down. It was a big hit, though.
2nd down and 11 after the loss on the play for Matt Wilson. Badgers go 2 receiver far side, single near side with a tight end. Play clock at 23, game clock at 5:30. Here in the fourth quarter of a tied ball game. The number 10 team versus the number 14 team.
And this is what you want. This is what you want a bowl game, right? You want two equally matched teams. You want it to be close. You don't want a big blowout. And we're getting what we wanted.
Welsh throws over the middle. Paiva makes a big catch. Got cracked in the back, but it's a gain of 12 or 13 yards, and will move the sticks for a Douglas Dentistry first down. What an amazing catch for Mikhail Paiva. It's, again, over the middle. He knows what's coming on those. He knows he's going to get his back hit hard, and yet he still holds on to the football. Badgers move it 1st and 10 out past the 35. 4:50 to go here in the ball game. Jace Welsh with too far, single near. Give to Matt Wilson. Wilson cuts back right side, falls forward. It's a gain of 3 from Matt on first down.
I'll take those. You like those.
Clock will continue to run at 4:30. Ideally, if you're Snow College, get in field goal range with, a couple seconds left.
Kick the field goal.
That's certainly plausible here. 2nd down and 7 after the gain of 3 from Wilson.
And that's what 4-yard runs give you, right? Is they keep running the clock in situations like this when you want it to. You're still getting positive yards. It opens up the pass game.
Welsh, 2 receivers far left, single receiver near side. 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Jace takes the snap. Option. Rolls out, throws to the tight end Peters, who makes the catch but is tackled immediately. It's still good for a gain of a yard, but Christian Barney has been so good at that linebacker spot. Or was that Mason Chandler? I think that was Mason Chandler. Yeah, it was Mason, or was it 23 and 24, and they look like twins out there.
They do.
Both about the same size. The same. I think that was Barney who made the tackle. So they're going to say no gain on the play. 3rd down and 7 now. 3:27 to go. 2 receivers near, single to the far left for Jace Welsh. Slow snap, play action. Jace rolls to his right. Steps up, hit as he throws, fires downfield for Jack Dean Burke, and it's over his head, incomplete. 4th down. I think you just got to punt here if you're Snow College, and that's what they're going to do. With 3:13 remaining. Iowa Central going to get the football back.
And you have to wonder, as Iowa Central, which offense is going to come out? Is it the offense going to break out 20-point runs like they did in the last drive? Or is it the other 15 drives when it's kind of just stalled out? So
Brandt gets a good punt away, heading over on that far side. Not going to be returned. Takes a Badger bounce inside at about the 19-yard line. They will mark it at the 19. Tritons got to go a good ways, but not a lot of time left here at 3:05. Badgers have 2 timeouts. Tritons have all 3. Our scoreboard this afternoon is brought to you by Utah Heritage Credit Union, UHCU for auto, ATV mortgage, and new home construction loans. Big. Every play is going to be big down the stretch here, Nate.
Yep. Yes, it will. Because every play runs time off the clock. And the advantage that we were talking about for Snow College, you don't want to give that advantage to Iowa Central. So 3 minutes, you can get down the field, you can kick a field goal.
2 receivers near side, single receiver far right. Once again, it's been DeMarcus Creasy, the sophomore, in at quarterback. Takes that snap. It's going to be a QB run, right side, cuts back upfield. Badgers sniff it out well. Still a gain of 4 as Tayson Reed was the one to make the hit on the quarterback. We'll give him the 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. Clock winds under 3 minutes to go now. Here in the fourth quarter. Final quarter of the season for both these teams. 2 receivers to either side now for DeMarcus Creasy. They are letting time wind down as play clock is now at 20 seconds. Creasy takes the snap. Badgers bring 4. Creasy looks to head up, and he's not going to go anywhere. He pitches it back at the last second to the tailback.
Wow.
And the big chunk play, 35, 40, 50, 35, 30, 25, 10. An unbelievable play for the Tritons. DeMarcus Creasy was heading down for a sack at the last second. Pitches it to C.J. Phillip.
That is unreal because he was, number 90.
Caleb Miller
had him all wrapped up, and he just pitched the ball, and it just went. And to me, sometimes it's luck and sometimes it's skill, and I chalk that up to kind of the right place, the right time.
You need a little bit of both, don't you?
You need a little bit of both. That's unfortunate for Snow College.
That is an insane touchdown. My goodness. The extra point coming here from Trejo. 30-24 now for the Tritons. And that will make it 31-24. Badgers have a chance to answer with 2:14 to go. We'll be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Just when you think you've seen it all, my goodness. The quarterback, DeMarcus Creasy, was getting sacked as he was going down a last-second pitch to his tailback, who then takes it to the house. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And
all right, what do you say?
It's not like the defense didn't do its job. It's just what it is. So
now Badgers with a chance to answer. First opportunity for a return. Freddie DeBow at the 5. Scatters 20. DeBow cuts off left side. Has an angle. Makes one guy miss. Tripped up, though, out to the 29. Oh, a potential touchdown saving tackle from the sophomore Jaden Turner. And now the Badger offense comes back out. 2:06 to go. Snow still with 2 timeouts. Chance to try to drive and tie this game, maybe force overtime.
Yeah.
Or do you go for 2? If you get a touchdown.
You know,
here.
I have seen Coach Erickson in these type of games go for 2. And I would assume, I'm going to guess that that's what he would do. Right?
I would guess that too. I like going for 2 on the road more than I do at home. If you got a crowd behind your back in an overtime, that really benefits you.
You kind of just leave it all out there, regulation. I think you go for 2. I don't disagree with it. Gosh, I just hope the offense can score.
2 receivers to either side here for Welsh. We're about to hit the 2-minute timeout.
3 seconds.
Play clock at 2. Jace takes the snap. Back to pass. Rolls out. Sellers trying to come back, and Jace is just going to scamper out of bounds for a gain. He got a yard or 2. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. We'll take it and be right back right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
School year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit CentraCom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of CentraCom.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Coming out of the 2-minute timeout, minute 58 to go. Badgers trailing by 70 to score. 2nd down and 9. Welsh throws over the middle, and official had to duck.
I don't know where he was throwing that ball to.
There was some heat coming after him on a blitz. Unblocked man, Austin Chambers, freshman from Madison, Alabama. We'll bring up 3rd down and 8 here. Really 3rd and 9. Where you've got 2 timeouts. I still think you're in 4-down territory either way.
Well, you have to.
You just at this point, you're past the 2-minute timeout.
You have to have a touchdown to tie.
3rd and 9 for Jace Welch. They show blitz.
Free play.
Free play. Going deep
There's
for
a pass.
Stephon Sellers.
Should be a pass interference.
And there's no flag for pass interference, but there is going to be an offside.
Stephon Sellers come up limp. I don't know if he hip or quad or what, but he's limping.
Hey, good on Jace to recognize that, but yeah, Stephon's going to have to check out here. Jack Dean Burke will check in here. 3rd down and 9 becomes 3rd down and 4 now. Much more manageable for the Badgers thanks to that penalty. 3 receivers far left, single receiver near side for Jace Welch. Single back is Matt Wilson on 3rd down and 4. New play call is going to come in here. Notice Iowa Central's gotten a lot more aggressive blitzing here in the 4th quarter. Welsh takes the snap. It's a draw play. Matt Wilson has room. Wilson heads up the right side, gets the 1st down out past the 40 to the 42, and that will temporarily stop the clock here under 2 minutes.
And the clock's winding now, so now it's time to go.
Ball at the 42-yard line. Fonua on the snap. Roll out to the left for Welsh. Throws to the sideline. It's high and off the hands of C.J. Rabb III, so incomplete with 1:28 remaining. 2nd down and 10 now for the Badger O. I like those kind of calls, though. Quick outs to the sideline.
Oh, I do too, because completion's out of bounds, incomplete, stop clock, clock stops and everything. So, yeah, I
like the
that.
calls, yeah. 2nd down and 10 following the incompletion here. Welsh in shotgun. Trips far side, diamond formation. Welsh stands in the pocket, delivers a strike. He's got a man open. It's Rabb, and it's intercepted. It's picked off. CJ had a beat for a moment, and then the INT ultimately comes down into the hands of Kadarius Williams. The game is not completely over yet where the Badgers have the 2 timeouts, but it does not look good at this moment.
No, it doesn't. That was a huge interception for Iowa Central. For Snow, I mean, you got to hope that you get a turnover. I mean, a fumble. I mean, because I would assume Iowa Central's going to run the ball.
Yeah, Snow's going to use their last 2 timeouts.
Use your last 2 timeouts. You're really hoping for a fumble here. If you get it back, maybe 20 seconds. If you force a punt,
it would be something around that. So Iowa Central comes back out on offense here. Again, the Badgers with 2 timeouts, 1:18 remaining, so you can stop the clock just twice on run plays. Play clock at 2 and at 1 the snap. False start. So that's at least going to back the Tritons up 5 yards. And the quarterback, Creasy, saying there was no communication on that. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Guys saw the play clock going to 0 and went. So it's either going to be a false start or delay a game. Oh, so they'll put the 2 seconds back on the clock here.
They will, because it was a pre-snap. Well, it was right at the snap. Right, it was.
Yeah.
Not everyone was set, which is a false start.
Yep.
So no time comes off the clock.
Single receiver to either side for Creasy. Takes the snap. It's going to be a give. Right side, big hole, gain of 6 as Jaden Wright made the play. A lot more John going on out there. Gain of 6. Badgers will spend their first of 2 timeouts here with 1:09 remaining. They put 1:08 on the clock here. So second charge timeout for the Badgers. We'll take the 30 and be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, San Pete Valley Hospital, We want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your help and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Welcome back on in. Minute 13. They put those 5 seconds back on the clock. Badgers spend their second to last time out. They can stop the clock one more time. It's 2nd down and 7 here for Iowa Central. What a back and forth wild game. It was tied at 17 at the half. Turnovers at critical times.
Yep.
Big touchdown plays. Badgers are still breathing, but running out of oxygen here. 2nd down and 7 for Creasy. In shotgun. Badgers show blitz. Creasy going to roll out. They're going to throw. Has a man open. It's caught by the tight end who's going to get the first down, and that is going to end the game. He stays in bounds. 30, 20, 15, 10 is in for a touchdown. That's caught by number 35 on the catch and run, Tony Terry, the sophomore from Jackson, Missouri.
You know, and if you're love offense, which I do, and you're trying to end a game, that's a perfect play call. Everyone's expecting a run, climb off to get you to use your timeout, and you just run a little slant route with your tight end. Now, did I think that was going to go for a touchdown? Absolutely not. But you got the first down at that point. It was a perfect play call. It sucks for the defense because it was just executed very, very well.
So 37-24, 59 seconds. That somehow still gives Snow a tiny bit of hope, though. Because if you just go down, the game's over.
Right.
And you know, the odds are almost insurmountable at this point. 59 seconds left, 1 timeout. You need a touchdown and an onside kick recovery and another touchdown.
All within a minute.
Yeah.
And that's tough.
That will end that drive. What an answer from Iowa Central.
Oh, yeah.
They've scored 3 touchdowns here in the 4th quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Welcome back on in. What a wild afternoon here at the UNI Dome. Home of the Panthers of the University of Northern Iowa. Always a good FCS foe. One of the first BYU football games I ever attended was against UNI in Provo, 2008. That was the FCS-FBS matchup that year for BYU. So I have seen the Panthers play. My favorite Arizona Cardinals quarterback of all time played here at UNI.
Okay.
You know who that is?
No. Kurt Warner?
It is Kurt Warner.
Is it?
Yep.
Do they play the arena stuff in here?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember because he played arena ball too.
He did.
And that's part of what makes his story so great, right? To go from FCS to arena to the Rams, win a Super Bowl with the Rams, get the Cardinals to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he played here. Another one of my favorite Cardinals, running back David Johnson. That was kind of a one-hit wonder as a rookie, but won a lot of people fantasy championships that year if you drafted him. Also played here at UNI. So, first down and 10 now for the Badgers at the 25-yard line. They've got to go 75 yards with an onside kick, and then wherever you get that onside kick and score again, all in under a minute. That's all they have to do. So,
I believe.
Cue up your Ted Lasso. There's a belief sign somewhere
up in the booth.
Up in the locker room, yeah.
That's right.
That's right, up here in our booth. 2 to either side here for Jace Welsh. Back to pass. 3-man blitz comes as Welsh rolls, throws. Matt Wilson can't make the catch. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
No, and those are tough because you could see it on Matt. Like he turned his head to see the hit coming before he caught it, and it hit him right in the face mask. Yeah. What do you say?
2nd down and 10. 2 receivers to either side here for the Badger offense. Clock does stop at 53 seconds. 2 to either side here for Jace Welsh. Takes the shotgun snap. Quick hitter. Down the sideline, that's picked off, and that will do it. The game-sealing, for sure, interception. Caden Mayfield, the freshman from Grimes, Iowa, gets the INT, and 2 knees can be taken, and that'll do it. The Tritons of Iowa Central are your 2025 Game 1 and 25 Game 1 Bowl champions. Give them a lot of credit, Nate. Down 24-17 here in the fourth. Scored the game's last 21 points.
Yep. Yeah, you got to give them credit. They played hard. They're at home. They don't want to lose this home game. They've had a season that they don't want. Snow's had a season they didn't necessarily wanted to have. Both these teams have played Iowa Western. This Iowa Central team has lost to Hutchinson, which is the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah.
So, hats off. Like, these are 2 hard battles. Just the turnover battle went their way, not Snow's way, and it's a good, hard-fought bowl game.
When I talked about capitalizing off of turnovers, right? Who's going to capitalize off of mistakes?
Yep.
More in the second half. The answer, Iowa Central.
Who's your quarterback?
That's quarterback number 4 that has played here.
Number 12?
Number 12 is Jasari Patton, freshman from Des Moines.
There you go. Okay.
So these other quarterbacks that have played are sophomores, so he might be your guy next year.
He's probably your guy next year.
So 1 knee taken, and that can officially do it, by the way. They do not need to take another snap, as there's a 3-second differential between game, or not even. The play clock can be turned off, as Iowa Central is going to win the Game 1 Bowl, finish their season with a record of 8-4. The Badgers will finish at 6-5.
Yeah.
To close out the season here at the UNI Dome.
I'm curious to know the last time the Badgers had a 5-loss season. It'll be interesting. I'll have to go back and talk to Drayson and see. I can't remember.
We'll look it up during the break.
Let's
take one. We'll take it. Be back with our post-game show next. Your Sanpete Steel Man of the Game. Also coming up right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities, one transaction at a time, with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
CentraCom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephraim.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Welcome back on in your post-game show, wrapping up here from the UNI Dome on the campus of the University of Northern Iowa in Cedar Falls, Iowa, as the Snow College Badgers fall in their bowl game season finale to the Iowa Central Tritons, 38-24. Your final score. Tanner Wilkinson and Nate Johnson with your producer Joe Williams as well upstairs. As people of the Ephraim community, Nate, right, of the Sanpete community, the Snow College community, that was a tough one.
Sure was.
If we're being real and being maybe a little vulnerable here, you're up 24-17 in the fourth quarter. You're forcing a punt to get the ball back. Roughing the punter call absolutely is what gutted that and spurred that 21 unanswered to end the game for the Tritons.
100%. I mean, like I say, I can sit here and say it should have been just a running into the punter versus a roughing the punter. The point of the matter was you made contact with the punter with a 4th down and 25 or 4,000 for all I care. Like, it was that big, and you gave the ball right back to the Tritons, and they went on a tear from that point on. We could, Snow College couldn't stop the run. They couldn't get the quarterback on the ground, and to me, that was the turning point of this entire game of momentum. Was that moment right there. And I'm not pointing blaming it. It's just that's the play that happened to happen. That's what happened. Yeah.
Let's go through that scoring summary for the second half. No one scored in the third quarter. And then a Matt Wilson 1-yard touchdown run made it 24-17, 13:36 in the fourth. Ends up being a 7-play, 62-yard drive that took 6:56 off the clock.
Yep.
That included that roughing the punter. C.J. Phillip, 5-yard touchdown run there. And then, as the quarterback's being sacked, a pitchback to C.J. Phillip that goes for a 77-yard score 4 minutes later to make it 31-24. And Badgers throw an interception, trying to get a stop, and DeMarcus Creasy then completes a pass to the tight end, Tony Terry, that he takes 74 yards to the house to make it 38-24. So with essentially just with over 6 minutes remaining, Snow led 24-17 and ended up losing 38-24.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it's just like I say, it was just one of those things. The pitch back, you just happen to be at the right place at the right time. All the defense is on one side of the field. You have a clean route all the way down the other sideline. The very last score was everyone in this arena thought we were going to run the ball and run this clock out, make Snow College use their last timeout, and we just do this little quick slant route to the tight end, who then happened to have all the sideline on the near side because the defender missed the block there or missed the tackle there. So really, 2 plays, you take it away, it's still 24-24, right? But there again, it comes back to, or 31-24.
Yeah.
It just comes back to that punt, in my opinion, and it's unfortunate. But that just changed everything because then these last 2 touchdowns were really desperation defense is playing and a little bit of luck played a game. And that's just what it is.
Let's go over some individual numbers. Iowa Central, 27 first downs to Snow's 15. They were just more consistent across that tonight. Iowa Western rushes for 296 yards. Badgers with 155. Passing, 252 for Iowa Central, 151 for Snow. Now, granted, 150 of those yards came on 2 plays in the fourth quarter for the Tritons. So certainly something to keep an eye on there. As far as overall yards, 306 to Snow, 548 for the Tritons. Let's see here.
Your big one is
turnovers were even at 4 apiece, but it's what the teams did with the turnovers, right? I think that played as big a role in it. Otherwise, time of possession pretty darn even again. Badgers 6 of 15 on third down. Iowa Central 4 of 10 on third down. Penalties, that was not great either for Snow College. 12 penalties for 161 yards.
Yeah, and over the course of this year, and I looked into this about halfway through the season to see if this was the most penalties we've had, right, per game on average. And crazy enough as it was not. Now at this point, maybe it is, right? But Snow College has been averaging over 100 yards in penalties per game, and that's just killed them on a lot of these games, and today is no different. Personal foul calls and sportsmanlike stuff. That's emotional.
Right.
And those are the things that just drive fans and coaches and administrators and the booth and everybody else. It just is because they're emotional penalties. It's not like you got your hand caught in a face mask.
Right. Wrong place, wrong time.
You
type
called
situation.
someone's mom something and hit him after the play. And that's all it is. And it's frustrating from a fan base. I've gotten a few texts, of fans saying the penalties are not what we want out of Snow College football. And that's something hopefully Coach Erickson recognizes it and can make some adjustments and really pound that into the players for next year. All in all, the team's a great team, right? They played some of the best competition in the country. It's been a season that everyone would have loved to have different from a win-loss column. I mean, first time we've had 6 losses is 2013.
So this is loss number 5. So the most since then. Yeah. Most losses since 2013 when the number was 6. So, definitely not the way the season was envisioned at the beginning, ranked preseason number 6, but a lot to build off of and a lot to adjust.
Yeah.
I think you know what you need to adjust heading into conference play next year, where you're going to be in a conference.
Yeah.
You're going to have that week in, week out. Standings really are going to matter on where you finish. So,
and that's the crazy thing, and I'll throw this 2 bit in. You are not going to play next year Community Christian. You are not going to be. I would be shocked if we even pick up the Islanders game. Maybe we will as the first game just to get kind of the cobwebs off, right? But all in all, you have 7 games on your schedule. I know they want to play Georgia Military again. They want to play Iowa Western if they can get them, and if they can get them, you are going to have 9 games where you can't afford the type of penalties we've had this year. You can't.
Right.
Not unless you want to lose every game, because Kilgore and Blinn and Cisco and Navarro and New Mexico Military and Tyler and Trinity, they're coming to play every week.
Absolutely. We're going to take one more break. When we come up, we'll do a final stat check as well as give away our Sam Pete Steel Man of the Game. Once again, your final here from Cedar Falls. It's Iowa Central 38, Snow College 24. We'll be back with more post-game coverage next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV.
70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School? I got this.
This year will be different. Visit CentraCom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of CentraCom.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, San Pete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Wrapping things up here from the UNI Dome. Once again, your final score, Iowa Central 38, Snow College 24. As the junior college football season comes to a close for these two teams, Iowa Central finishes at 8-4, Badgers at 6-5. Nate, let's go over some individual numbers here. Jace Welsh, 14 of 33, 151 yards. It says 4 interceptions. There were 3. There was one that was given the other way.
I got you.
Yeah, so Jace threw the 3 picks. He's going to have a chance to come back next year, just a redshirt freshman.
Yep.
But knowing Coach Erickson and the way the quarterback room operated this year between injuries and inconsistency, I'd imagine there's going to be a pretty heavy competition for that spot.
I would assume. I mean, now I like Jace. I've gotten to know Jace personally very well. He's going to give this team everything he's got, right? But I'm pretty sure Coach Erickson will be recruiting quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Jack's gone. I don't know where Tui sits. I know there's room for quarterback growth. He's going to grill that, and I guarantee there'll be a competition in the start of next season of who gets that. It's kind of been that question mark all year. And granted,
sure,
Jace played great and then got hurt, and then Jack played great and then Jack got hurt, and it's just been this battle of, can we find a quarterback that's not going to get hurt? And you can't guarantee any of that, right? But I think that's been the Achilles heel for Snow this whole year is the inconsistency with which quarterback's playing, and it's been that way a couple of years.
Yeah. So. Leading receiver Mikhail Paiva, 4 catches, 67 yards. His final game as a Badger as he is a sophomore. Stephon Sellers, also a sophomore, 1 catch, 23 yards. 3 for 22 for C.J. Rabb III. C.J. can come back next year. He's just a freshman.
Sure.
Kazon, the sophomore, 2 catches, 20 yards. Also had 6 carries for 9 yards and a score to Kazon. He's our San Pete Steel man of the game. Took some hard hits, and it was the effort part, right? The lunging that he did, the effort to try and get in the end zone. Should have been in twice.
I mean, the more I got kind of looking at these stats, Paiva, I may have considered because his catches were tough catches. But for me, Kazon, the way he tried to finish his runs to get into the end zone, one of them, he should have had 2 scores. He only got the 1. Played his heart out, gave us the effort, and that's where my vote goes as well.
Freddie Dubois could be back next year. Jack Dean Burke, also just a freshman. So a couple of guys. Porter Hadley, redshirt freshman. So those guys all might have you could have a chance to bring some good receivers back in the next year. Matt Wilson, his final game as a Badger, rushed for 99 yards and 2 scores. Jace Welsh 3 for 48 on the ground, and then Villa, of course, with that touchdown run as well.
Yeah, and can I say that I wish Matt Wilson the absolute best. I know I've been hard on him from the fumble standpoint, and he knows it. Like you as a player know your mistakes more than anyone, right? And I actually hope he goes on to the next level, and because he can flat out run.
Yeah.
And I absolutely wish him the best. I really do.
Tayson Reed, boy, your leading tackler, 11 tackles, a couple tackles for loss.
Yep.
Going to go play at the University of Utah next year. Also had a sack in this game. And boy, he was something he was special all year. Came into the season not 100%, got healthy, got right, and boy, was absolutely spectacular
100%.
For them this season on defense. So let's see some other numbers defensively. Reed had a sack. Caleb Miller with a big sack for the Badgers as well. Junior Kafusi and Saale Konukua Williams also with half sacks tonight for the Badgers. So fairly disruptive in the backfield tonight with Snow, and nearly had one that got them right back in the game.
That's right. In the defense as a whole, maybe people didn't recognize it. I thought the defense actually played really well. It was a couple of just unfortunate plays that got Iowa Central in the end zone late in the game. I mean, but all in all, that defense played a lot, and they played a lot. 3 and outs, they're back on the field. 3 and out, they're back on the field, and they just played their hearts out. And I loved it, from a defensive standpoint.
Interceptions from Martin Alessandro and Mario Williams. Mario's a sophomore. He's played his last game at Snow College. Junior Kafusi, also a sophomore. Caleb Miller, just a freshman. Could see him back next year. Kanuka Williams is a sophomore. He will be gone. Tayson, just a freshman, but is going to the University of Utah. Williams and Jaden Wright, both sophomores. They will be gone. Martin Alessandro, just a freshman. He's gotten some offers. He's gotten a lot of FCS offers.
Good.
So I don't expect him back. I don't know for a sophomore season, but I know he's gotten offers. TJ Hudson will be gone. Tenny Worthen, just a freshman, could see him back next year. Colby Williams also gone as a sophomore. So, and Joseph Brandt, just a freshman, and he showed some really good things late. So, from a special team standpoint, so there's always a lot. In junior college, there's always a lot of turnover, right? Because you only have the 2 years. There's always guys that come down from another level to try and maybe restart some things. But now that's the case everywhere with how transient things are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I talked with Coach Erickson about our first interview of the season, just how transient things have become across the board and how it actually benefits them at the junior college level now.
It really
they're used to the hectic guys leaving and moving around and things like that. And Snow College, great place to come have a good opportunity. And, the type of coach Zach Erickson is in getting the ship right, and that's going to be the case. That's going to be heavily on his mind through the offseason. And he doesn't have to worry about scheduling, so that's more time for game planning, that's more time for scouting, that's more time for recruiting the right guys.
Yep.
And that's where the Badgers program is in good hands and in making those kinds of adjustments.
Absolutely, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
For him to be able to focus on more game plan, more figuring out the discipline stuff and not having to deal with a schedule and calling. I mean, because that is grueling. You'll call a coach and they say, let me look, and then they won't. or they get canceled halfway through the season. You're trying to pick up a new game. I mean, it happened this year. Sussex, gone. Now you're trying to find another game. And so I'm excited for him. I really am. I like Coach Erickson. I think he does a heck of a job. He's obviously better coaching than I am. That's why he's coaching and I'm not, right?
That's why we sit up here in the comfy seats,
And I wish him the best for next season, and hopefully he can figure out whatever things he's trying to figure out to make this team even better than next year, because fans are expecting it. So,
well, let's wrap this up. Wrap this broadcast up. Big thanks to you, Nate.
Yeah.
Coming in and pinch hitting the last couple games and helping us out.
I was just planning on being a spectator. I want you to know that.
So. I'm well aware. I'm glad Joe asked. Joe asked if we should have you on. I said absolutely, because that makes my life easier.
Sure.
It makes Joe's life easier. I don't know if it makes your life any easier.
You know what? I actually love it, so I appreciate the calls. I'm not good at it, but I love it. People probably get sick of talking.
Well, if you weren't good at it, we wouldn't ask.
It was lack of options. Only 15 people in the stands from Snow College, so.
Well, we'll take it as a compliment that you're here.
Thanks, you guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Big thanks to our producer extraordinaire, the director of broadcasting at Snow College. He ran camera, he produced, he got us on the air when it looked like there was a chance that might not happen. Mr. Joe Williams. Big kudos to Joe for a lot of things this season in his first year. A lot of firsts around this program.
Yeah, that's great.
Around this broadcast crew, with Gary retiring, and we've figured a lot out as we've gone and as things have progressed here during the football season. Big thanks to President Stacy McKiff, all the great she does over at Snow College. Big thanks to our athletic director, Karen Johnson, personally for giving me a chance, right? Like, every kid that wants to be a broadcaster growing up dreams to be the voice of something, and to get to be the voice of the Badgers, that's more than a bucket list item to say that, especially as a kid who grew up in the shadow of Terry Foote Stadium, just right in that neighborhood, and did some PA in high school for the Badgers, and now getting to do this on the radio really is a dream come true. So big thanks to Karen for giving me that opportunity, giving Joe that opportunity.
Yeah, you do a heck of a job,
production
Tanner.
side
Good
as
job.
well.
You do a great job.
That. And thanks to you, the listener, whether you're a parent of one of these players, a Snow College alum, or just a fan back in Ephraim, appreciate you, the listener, and for helping us continue on with these broadcasts. We're looking forward to do so. A lot of barbecue the next couple of years on these road trips, which everyone's looking forward to on that front. So big thanks to those back at Mid-Utah Radio as well, Doug Barton and Jeremy Landon for both board opping, getting us on that side of things today and making that happen. So once again, your final score here from the UNI Dome on the campus of the University of Northern Iowa. It is Iowa Central Community College 38. Snow College 24. My name is Tanner Wilkinson. You've been watching and listening to Snow College Badger football on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and SnowTV. So long and good afternoon from Cedar Falls, Iowa.
You've been listening to live Snow College Badger sports action on KMTI, the sports leader in South Central Utah. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us again for Snow College Badger sports on KMTI.